There are many of you that doubted some of the things I claimed over the last 6 months. Many of you that said ALT is coming up with these crazy theories. ALT is old. How does he come up with this stuff? Well, as you can see, not only was I right in my prediction, I was exactly right. And you can eat it. No, just kidding. There you go. But I, of course, was correct on this one. And I don't need any accolades. I don't need any flowers. But I'll take them all. But there you go. That is the confirmation that I needed ever since October. He talked with Lummox for 4 months. Ever since October. I've been talking with Lummox. I didn't know it was that much. But there we go. Lummox has been now confirmed. Lummox has been confirmed. I'm blocking someone's clock in. Darziac, first one. Big up, sir. So there we go. That is now confirmed that is the one. It was him. It was him. And again, and I want to make clear, it's very clear. I have nothing against Lummox. I know he makes troll videos about wings. That's all I know about him. But I just knew when DSP shared a video with him for no reason, there is more to the story. And it's kind of sad that, let's be real. We've been following DSP for a long time now, guys. I know when he's doing shit that's out of pocket. And sharing a video for no reason is out of pocket for him. And there you go. That's it. You can tell, right? So yeah, this is what we're going to do today. This obviously is, this is part 2 of the leaked DMs for anyone that doesn't know. For those of you that are watching Meerkat's stream as well, or watching that, it's probably going to be the very similar thing to that, because we need to get ready for that being said tomorrow, honestly. So I'm going to break this down into, we're going to share the best parts tomorrow. That's going to be an epic one tomorrow, on that being said, starting at noon Eastern Standard, okay? But, we got to get the stuff. Obviously, I was supposed to play Death Stranding 2 today. That's not the right mood for that, you know what I'm saying? I put in the thumbnail, if you didn't see. You might not have seen a little bit of an Easter egg, but Norman Reedus is crying on the right side of the thumbnail because, I haven't played in a long time. And it does seem to be the first week of Summer of ALT will be a Death Stranding week, but don't worry, it's fine. If we hunker down and play it for 3-4 hours a day, it won't take too long to finish that puppy. So that's what we'll probably do. But we'll see. Anti-Distortion says we're all eating it today, the day of ALT's birth. We've self-felt it ourselves. Thank you. No, it's nothing. I mean, it's not like I'm the first person that thought that. I just knew there was something very strange about that. Very, 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 very strange about that. Get in a Discord call with Meerkat, please. No, sir. That would be spoiling that being said tomorrow. You can't do that. Think of the content, Jordan Fadeaway. Think of the content, sir. But anyways, let's get to it. So what we're going to do is obviously 2 things have been leaked over the last 2 days. I'm going to pretend like you don't know anything about this, okay? I know that's not true for most people, but who knows when someone's going to watch this video in the future. So this is Darziac, for those that don't know, was someone that was just a normal viewer of DSPs. He worked his way into some sort of helper position, okay? And when I say helper, it's basically like a personal assistant position, all right? Okay, good. Lost in details on Larry Busy. That's what I'll assume then. This is going to be the thorough one. And we're going to go till 2 p.m. tonight. So we got a 2 p.m. today. So we have a lot of time. So he was just a normal person, fan of DSP. Now, it started like this. So as you can see, all the way back in 2014, Darziak was hand-holding DSP with Dragon Age Inquisition. Dragon Age Inquisition, 2014. He was giving him tips. Then, 3 years later, he said a huge YouTube glitch where unsubbing is -2 right now, so expect the trolls to be doing it on your channel. There you go. So again, just letting DSP know that there's going to be a troll activity in his stream. These are all old. I can't see these, but he was like a not whistleblower is not the right word, but what's the word? A flying monkey for DSP is the best way to say it. He was a flying monkey. Okay, he was definitely a flying monkey for DSP with no other response from DSP. I want to make it very clear. DSP has not responded at all to this point, and we're talking a period of 4 years at this point. Okay, a flying dragon. There you go. There we go. He was a flying dragon. And this continued, as you can see. Again, just trying to help DSP. He's a very helpful person, Darziac. I can't see what these are. The first time DSP responded to Darziac was November 15th of 2021. Okay, so that is a span of 7 years waiting for a response from DSP. But he finally got it. Just like you, Mr. Extravagant. I make you wait 7 years, too, to respond to your messages. So there we go. Now, finally, Darziak notices he has something here. So there we go. I saw this video come up, made an insult with finishing moves like Bankrupt, but it's pretty decent likeness of you. So he's just sharing shit about DSP. And this is the Twitter side of things, okay? This is the Twitter side of things, whatever. Now, this was interesting, okay, for the full story. Oh, by the way, real quick schedule thing. Tomorrow night, I'm going to do DSP versus the quartering lore stream. So kind of not the recent shit, but the older shit. So I've never seen the interview all the way. So we're going to do that and all the lore leading up to that, all right? So that's the plan for tomorrow night, all right, is the DSP versus the quartering before the current quartering shit, right? So we'll get that tomorrow night. But anyways, DSP says, hey man, are you okay? I'm seriously worried about you now. So this is DSP keeping track of people that are in his chat only, right? That's it. Like, I know the interview's terrible device, so there's enough other stuff, don't worry. But it's very interesting that DSP is watching people that much, and this is, apparently, according to these DMs, the second thing he's ever said to him. Which seems strange to me, and Darziak's not like a big supporter, but I can see this, I think, is where the seeds of being a loyal servant become, right? Because this is it, right? Yeah, Sohady. If Sohady's gone for a week, I'm not going to go to Sohady's DM and say, hey, Sohady, where you been? I'm seriously worried about you right now. I might internally do it, but I'm not sending messages. Darziak redacts this because this is all health stuff, okay? It's all health, and he was in the hospital legitimately, and he said that, right? They're bitching about healthcare, blah, 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 blah. This is funny, though. Dude, I've got your back. I noticed right away you're only away for a few days at a time at most, and then when you weren't around for the premiere of Batman, I really knew something was up. I really, really hope you get the help you need ASAP. You are sorely missed. So I don't know, was Darziak being a mod at this point already? But I don't know. I've got your back. I want you guys to know, by the way, I got your back, all right? I got your back. Okay? When you guys weren't here after I started the stream for 5 minutes ago, I knew something was up. I got your back. Anyway, so then they're bitching about this, but well, you can have private in the USA and it's still, yeah, you can have private in the US and it's still shit. I never even saw a doctor for my for my ear infections. I just gave up and stopped wearing headphones. He stopped wearing headphones because he said the doctor said that was a good idea, so I don't know. Then Darziak says he has Asperger's, blah, blah, blah. And so I'm not sure that just compounds this whole situation, makes it worse, but NHS doesn't give a crap, awful. He's really, DSP to his credit in this point is being very, very, caring about this single viewer. There's no other way to say it. This is very caring. And this initial care from DSP at Darziak bought him years of servitude, honestly. Anyways, I'm happy that your infection cleared up, but I completely understand about your something. I'm in your corner. Have your back and am rooting for you. I cannot wait for you to be back to normal. I know you will be. It's just a matter of time, so stay strong and you will make it. Now, I want to say this. This is really... Darziak is getting this treatment, okay? So I know a lot of people like to say all the tips are fake and shit like this. But if Darziak is getting this treatment, my friends, can you imagine what a whale is getting? This is Darziak. He's not even donating money. Can you imagine a guy he knows drops $50 from time to time on his streams? Can you imagine the messages there? It's unbelievable. It is transactional, Lexay, but dude, do you think a lot of DSP fans, people with predisposition to like DSP, can sense that it's transactional? I don't think so. I seriously don't think so, right? I think they say, oh, wow, DSP, this huge streamer that I've liked since I was 12 years old, loves me. That's how it's like. That's how grooming is done. That was a really bad way to say that. I always say, that's how winning is done. I'm not saying that like it's positive, but that's how grooming happens is what I mean. What I meant to say. That's how grooming is done. That's not what I wanted to say. But yeah, anyways, that is true. That is a true fucking statement. When someone that you perceive to be a big deal, like a lot of people thought DSP was a big deal, let's be real, send you a message like this, all of a sudden, you think, oh my God, thanks for your support. I love this support. I'm amazed how you coped after your breakup with your ex and all the damages to your business. So Darziak, of course, is believing all the lies, hook, line, and sinker, like most of the people that watch DSP do. It's a long history with me. This is redacted too. I don't know what this could be. Sadly, we don't know, but that could be funny. And then, look at this. DSP checking in the next day. You didn't respond. Hope everything is going well and getting better. Went home yesterday, blah, blah, blah. Was able to finally view any video or site I want now by using a VPN. So now I can see all your videos. I watched your closet video and found a Ethernet cable. So I believe this is the beginning of the servitude era, okay? So DSP now learns that Darziak will help out more than just talk. He'll send me links. So then Darziak is showing his knowledge of tech and saying that, Cat 8 is overkill, and he talks about I'm in Cat 5e and I've been using it all week with no issues at all. It just shows how little some tech really advances in decades, while others just go crazy with advanced men. Advanced men, real please, somebody. Advanced men. Anyways, how else can you work on the fucking cat cables? But anyway, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Once again, you are missed. You are missed. I'm pretty much good to go. And then he's talking about hospital shit here. Again, this is redacted for health shit, so you understand it. But it's about, I know how bad they are. That's probably doctors. I had one so bad almost. Oh, back pain. Excuse me. This is back pain. This redacted is about back pain. Shit, I know how bad they are. I had one so bad I almost drove off the highway and killed myself when I first realized how bad my back injury was. I get them very rarely now, but I know how awful they are. Oh, I think this is bouts of depression. Excuse me. Bouts of depression is what they means here, okay? Because I almost had one so bad I almost drove off the highway and killed myself. So DSP is claiming to have almost killed himself when he realized how bad his back injury was. But he's overcome that now, so don't worry. Hey man, I hope you return home today and start getting back to normal. Showing a lot of care. A lot of care. Darziak has now begun sending thumbnails. This is August 11th of 2022. I wonder what this could be. Let's see. Oh my god, if we go at this pace, guys, we're going to be doing this for... We might not do the quartering tomorrow and just do this. If we're going to do this pace, I can't do this, but I want to. It seems like the fun thing to do, so I will, but we're going to be doing this for a year. Okay, but let's see. The first three thumbnails were August 11th on DSP's channel. I want to see those real quick, just see if we can find out when Darziak started. That makes sense. August 11th. Let's say August 2022. You know how WPIG does. We do the most thorough way possible, you know what I'm saying? August of 2022, excuse me. Let me see that real quick. And this is definitely not one of those I have everything prepared style things. We're just kind of rolling with it. August. Okay, so here are the options for Darziak thumbnails. I believe it's this one. This is my guess. And if you're here, Darziak, go ahead. That one was August 24th of 2022, which would add up time-wise. Or, because DSP's not doing that. I think that's it. We also have around this time, let's see. Could it be this? Oh, it could be. Could it be this? Riddle me this, Batman. Could it be this one? That's also August of 2022. Hell yeah, good work. Good work. That seems to be the only ones I can see from around that time. Oh, wow. No, we can see definitely when Darziak starts doing thumbnails. Ask the King 1. Ask the King 1. That started in November of 2022, a month after this. Yes. I think people noticed when these thumbnails started happening too, and now we know exactly when that happened. Also, oh yeah, this is it too. Look at this. Now you're starting to see the Darziac style. See this? That's another Darziac special there. As you can see, it's very comparable to the Ottoman. Good job, man. Pretty cool. Nervous Noodles, why so early? Lot to do, lot to cover. Be awesome on. Big up, sir. Said, reminder to chat, Darziak is in UK time, so to know when Phil posts those messages, just subtract 6 hours from the messages. Oh, big ups, Be awesome one. You evil person that stole views from DSP back in the day. Sneedfeed says, having a partnership with DSP is such a bad omen, and the only way to break it, A-log him like the casino. Well, I will say that DSP is now, we know now, and we'll get there, DSP has outright lied about so many things. And the funny part is that we all knew it. So many things that we predicted, guys, is exactly as we predicted. It's incredible. Just the things I've seen on Twitter. Everything we said or people predicted was all true. It just was. So I wanted to show this as well. Remember the week off? Okay, and this is way in the future, of course. I'm spoiling this. But if you remember, some of you made some guesses about this, and I saved these things for sure. You know I do. And we did a poll throughout that week and said, why is Philip out? Well, it turns out 27% of you were correct. 39% were wrong. 26%, everyone else was wrong too. But 27% of you were correct because it was 100% health related. And I did tie in the health. So if you were right about this, congratulations. But there you go. That's proof right there. It was confirmed to be health, but we'll get there. Okay, so Darziak now has an attack. It was not gout, it was mother's health, okay? But we will get there, guys. It was mother's health. We will get there. I don't remember what my final guess was, but I'm just assuming it was that for now. So Evil AJ thinks he's smart hiding the videos, but the Wayback Machine still has them up. Now, you might remember this was when DSP was going to do the fucking that's how you don't play React, okay? So he's trying to fight the good fight against Evil AJ. It doesn't seem to fully load. It plays a bit, then crashes them. I also wonder how I can get this to play on my Xbox. Darziak puts it in a video form, and there we go. Wow, thanks. I'll download them and I'll test this. So here is a stupid show called That Being Said, Phoning It In. And he says, so from keeping an ear to the ground, quite literally being a flying dragon at this point, this is phoning it in number 9, if you can imagine, if you can believe it. Evil AJ is actually doing copyright takedowns of any video that is a clone of his just so you can't see it. Okay? And then DSP says, it's all good. I've got this guy. He's about to get destroyed and shut down on the podcast today. This is when Evil AJ was sentenced to death. And he hasn't been heard of since. Evil AJ, you will be missed. We still don't know where Evil AJ is after this destruction. Totally gone. Wiped from the face of the earth. Hey man, just wanted to check and see if you're okay, as I haven't seen you around or heard from you in a bit. Especially after what just recently happened. So clearly, as we all know, DSP needs a fucking friend, man. This is unbelievable. And I think now he knows he has a good worker, right? So now it's all even more transactional than before, because he was like not getting anything out of it, which was kind of off-brand for DSP, I thought. But there you go. One day without responding, and DSP gets squirrely. You see this? One day. Hey, man, you weren't on the streams today. What's up? What's up? What's up? Again, DSP says, dude, I'm so sorry you're here. I'm really sorry you're going through this. I really hope you figured out what the fuck's going on. The Queen just passed. So, sorry, of condolences to everyone who is still sad about this. The Queen has passed. And DSP then smartly asks, oh yeah, you were in the UK. So is that a big deal? Is that really a big deal or what? Here we are always confused. Here we are always confused how that works. I don't know if a leader of a country dies. Is it a big deal, Philip? Think about it. Think about it. I don't know. You tell me. Because technically the royals don't govern, but yet they're still treated like royalty in your country. Thanks for explaining that. Thanks so much for explaining that to someone from that country. I don't clearly. Oh, you're from the U.S., Eric Newton. Well, let me tell you, we have a president, and then we have different branches of government that kind of can choose stuff as well. Like, you know that, though. Yeah. Anyways, royals are treated like royalty. Yeah, can you imagine the nerve? Anyways, I don't know why this was redacted. I guess I'd be interested in why that was redacted. But anyways, DSP is trying to be helpful here. It says, that obviously sucks, but at least you know what's going on. Hopefully you get some diet changes. You can avoid major problems now that you know exactly what is happening. 2 days later, hey man, I hope you're feeling better. I know this sucks, but you'll get through it. It's all about adjustment. Again, extremely supportive from DSP. I'd never seen him this supportive, to be honest. And again, imagine if Darziak was a whale. Okay? I'm glad you're finally home. Interesting thing I learned. I told you I have Asperger's. They changed to Asperger, whatever. So now Asperger is now called autism. Okay, this is good. Okay, I told you I have Asperger's. But apparently they changed it because Asperger, who came up with it, was found out to be a Nazi. So now Asperger's is now called autism spectrum disorder instead. DSP then says they'll cancel anything today. Yeah, those Nazis. Yeah, they'll cancel Nazis to this day. Fucking woke assholes. Why they can't keep taking away our Nazis? Honestly, don't clip that. For too long, the Nazis have been held down. Okay, anyways, moving on. Anyway, hey man, haven't seen you back on the streams yet. And just wanted to say, I hope you're feeling better since you've returned home. Again, another thing. I've been too tired to watch your streams. Gotcha. What an ordeal you've been through. Now we have, I just saw this. Why would it be useful to stream? But who cares? Now, Darziac now begins, interesting. Darziac now begins talking about ways to improve DSP's content, okay? Not just in how he makes thumbnails and shit like this, right? It's now directly talking about things to talk about. Okay, so listen up to what Darziak says here. One thing I just want to say about the other day is I think it was a bad idea to bring up about people tweeting stream elements of your old toxic videos. DSP then says, I agree with you. I noticed they were spamming stream elements a lot before I'd even mention it. It might have been a better idea to ignore it entirely, but likely would have had the same outcome eventually. Thanks for the advice, dumb fuck, but no. You know that's not true, by the way. I noticed they were spamming a lot, so then I still talked about it. Right. And Big Guy says, makes you wonder if he does these concerned messages to all of his mods. I think much worse than that, Big Guy. I think everyone that's a big contributor gets these messages. If Darziak is getting these messages, can you imagine on 4 slow days in a row? And we wonder why there's automatically $50 tips coming in the second he starts the stream after 4 slow days or whatever? After a few slow days in a row? Can you imagine? So Hot Topic is pretty much spread publicly. This is when Snorlax King was the thing. Darziak then shares about Piece of Peace. This tracker, okay? Now Darziak is beginning, looks like you got Keemstar's attention with the interview proposal. Seems like a lose-lose situation. Darziak is now telling him don't do the Keemstar interview. Okay, he doesn't recommend it. Now, he brings up this one. What tweet did he choose? Let's see, because I can definitely see these. Oh, I did that? That's cringe. I did an interview pitch. Very cringe. I would not do this today. Let me show you my cringe. I don't hide my cringe, but I'll show it. I would not have done this. This is a public Twitter, by the way. It's not a DM. Come on. Okay, DSP, interview pitch 1. To best accomplish your goal of changing people's minds about you, you need to talk directly to your hate watchers. Going on a 1 million subscriber show that knows nothing about you will not help you. I could offer subjective here in a question list. The only thing I ask are follow-up questions because without them, you'll accomplish nothing. This is cringe. Oh, God, this is cringe. I don't hide from my cringe. It's fine. There's no hiding it. So there you go. That was cringe. I would not do that today, but there you go. I did it then. Secret Dant. That was not secret. It's all public. Look, it's all public. It's got 9 retweets. Come on, look at this. Everyone knew this. It's not. It's still public. Go look at it. Anyways, very cringe. Very cringe. That was the old me, by the way. That was the old me. That was when I was young and stupid. I was trying to get the teenagers. Oh, God, don't clip that either. I was trying to get the teenage audience. Anyways, moving on. Jesus. Yeah, those guys are like a ton of other... Okay, let's see what DSP thinks about that being said, okay? Those guys are like a ton of others. They make fun of me regularly, but I wouldn't really get any benefit from being on that show because I'm looking for exposure to get my side out, and they really don't have it. What do you mean by that? We don't have your side, because no one would have your side. I have about 12 podcasts like that so far. Haha. Not out of the question, but if I'm going to do an interview, it has to have reach. So we were too small for that being said. There we go. We are too small for that being said. But that's fair. That's fair. I still will hit this, though.
Make it make sense.
It does make sense, though. And it gave us that, so it's fine. Darziak, in our corner here, says, I only brought it up because they are more tame compared to the other channels I've seen. That's true. Definitely. Definitely true. Definitely true. I know he did say he's never heard of it before, even though, you know, we knew it's a lie. But the one time that was so obvious when he says, that being said, and he didn't know what he was going to say next. And then he said, that being said, it's just one of my mannerisms. That's when you knew it. Anyways, now they do exist. They're way harder to find now, but still up and running is a totally new place from what people tell me. Okay. Now, October 27th, 2022, Darziak says, sorry, everything is breaking down all around you. All right, never mind. I see you ordered one already. This goes to show there's always more than what you first see. And this is the Bayonetta story. I don't give a shit about this, so I'm moving on. That's just, YouTube has added a live tab to everyone's feeds, whatever. YouTube has rounded the corners, so the red borders I use for the live thumbnails don't look as good now. You mean those, Darziak? You mean you mean the blue? Oh, now we know. Then that settles that. You mean these borders, Darziak? That's what you're talking about, brother? Those? I gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha. Anyways, I noticed last night. Someone here was faking business, so people I know are flocking to Mastodon. Oh, Mastodon! My favorite song of theirs is probably, I would say, I don't want to be, I know, The March of the Fire Ants. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, we'll stop. But I know he's talking about a different website. Now it looks like people are going to this app called Hive. Mastodon is awful from what I've heard. Since it's close to a week off before December comes, how are these? Okay, so again, we can't see these messages. I'll take that and work it into a... Oh, you know what these are? These are pre AI. So this is probably pictures of DSP, and then he made the Christmas thumbnail on that one, okay? Okay, next up, why does it think I'm so huge? God, Darziak, can we see that one, please? I want to see that one, please. Why does it think I'm so huge? You know, it's a fat one. Speaking of hubris, looks like Elon Musk, blah, 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 blah. DSP calls Elon Musk a dummy. Mastodon was trying to be Twitter. Remember when that might be around when Elon first bought Twitter or made some change to Twitter and people didn't like it. It was one of those ones that was trying to come up and challenge it. But anyways, looks like you adjust your brightness setting. I'm not sure what can be done. The video source for games and webcam are completely unrelated, so it makes sense they'd both be like that. Now they're both set to defaults. Oh, so Darziak is just talking based on what DSP is saying on the stream. So this confirms to me that while DSP was streaming, Darziak was sending messages and shit to help. Like we know, because when DSP talks, about, is on a stream, he'll look down and do shit. This is what he's doing, okay? So people are sending messages like this during the stream. There you go. I think, at least, but, you know. Then he helps again with color range. It's all correct. I have no idea. Okay, talking about settings. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a shit? Now DSP brings up the All right, looking at your rig from 8 years ago, you can install that card into slot 4 or 6 from the manual. He's reading manuals for DSP to show shit in 2022. Yeah, you could use that card, brother. Now he's talking about Windows 10. Have you ever updated the BIOS? Now Darziak is on full help mode. I mean, he is really doing everything. It's very, very often, right? I mean, we're talking daily now. He's doing shit, right? Almost daily, let's say. Okay? Now, I've got an alternative take on your old videos, okay? Interesting. He says, what about if you upload them on a shared Dropbox account? This way, I can edit the footage together and upload it on Dropbox for you to download them. This is the beginning of DSP Throwback. Then he says, or it could be shared Google Drive instead. It depends on how much one game playthrough will add up to. Just saw your response. I really don't mind doing it. I already do this for a friend of mine where I take their stream from Twitch and cut it up for YouTube. So, again, this is DSP saying something on stream, right? And Darziak, yes, confirmed. Darziak was the only person that did DSP Throwback. That is confirmed now, right? Two Cats, One Roach says, I can only get so erect. Big ups, ALT. Big ups to you, Two Cats, One Roach. Oh, your profile picture. Hopefully you could win a Pog so we can get that. Oh, I did a test game of Pog because I changed a little bit. And, of age female 666 is now... That's a slammer now, guys. So it's very funny when you see the of-age female 666 slammer, which is very sexualized. I don't know. I think it's an otter or something. It's very funny, but that's a slammer that will now live on forever. Big ups to you, of-age female 666. As you can see, there it is right there. They are now in the Hall of Champions forever. Okay, there we go. There will be Pogs today. We'll do it at the end as a kind of a kicker. I do have a recap, too, for yesterday. We'll see how we feel. You know what I'm saying? We might need to change a pace in the middle of this, but... anyways, so the thing you did that made the quick picture quality perfect, I think you need to do the same as your webcam. On the small picture, not the full screen. While today was interesting with Andrew Tate, okay, whatever, DSP ignores. The webcam is weird. Webcam settings, who cares? Interesting how media is landing on Asmongold until you read all of it. Okay, Andrew Tate shit, I don't care. I find it interesting how content creators think this shit is content. Philip? This is weird because 2 years after this, he would make his own content about this. Huh? He said this shit is content. What? All right, I'm screenshotting this one. That's a good one. I think, yeah, that's right. Someone said that makes Pogs the best prize. What if I made, no matter what game you win, you get to be a Pog? I think that's the way to cancel that out, because then everyone's going to want Pogs. But if every game win is a Pog slammer spot, I think that makes it fair. But anyways, that's not important. It's Pog wins. Anyways, yesterday, hi, okay. Jill or restarting with Chris. Jill run for sure. Don't know if you've seen this popping around. Okay, so what's this? Let's see what this is. I have no idea. The art of AI. Oh, wow. One of the first like AI doing this shit. Wow, interesting. That was 2022. Okay, who cares? You can't see it, but it's on my... But who cares? It's just AI shit. One of the first ones, all right? How do you have... hey, do you have ideas for how pre-stream ends for the following year? He says, yes. I have been thinking about 2 or 3 more generic ones. April Fools, whatever. Okay. All right, with mid-season in mind, winter could be your face placed over. All of those ideas are great. What ideas did you share? The Seattle winter is pretty darn cold. Face swap didn't look good for summer, so I had to replace the head entirely. I like the left-hand one. I'm interested in hearing the story preached in podcasts about people not being paid in tournaments. I remember the drama with influencers boxing not getting paid. Hey, just got this email, so if you could remove the song as it's in the playlist you made and I use, I'd appreciate it. No idea why. I don't even know who this is. Interesting. So Darziak was in charge of... Darziak was in charge of the playlist? Nice. I've unlinked it from the playlist. This video is unavailable, unfortunately. So this is, so you know how you were talking about unfair advantage, blah, blah, blah. I played Dark Souls on Xbox One. It was playing in a pile of sludge. So if Oblivion wins the poll, I'll be able to make some custom animations for you for sure. Though it's been over 10 years since I made it. Wow, nice! Custom animations would be amazing. Ah, the first custom animation is here in 2023. He found a site that can create AI images. There we go. Fairly decent top-level search, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. This is another stupid show. That being said, number 32, if you can imagine it. Just saw this, and what I suspected is true. So some of the intros... Oh, come on, Darziac. Cock. Some of the intros and outros from early last year was all just for sneak dissing. So if someone does an Oblivion intro for you, be sure to keep an eye out for sneak dissing. Oh, God, come on. You match how lucky DSP is? If he didn't have someone helping him for every single thing, he'd be fucked. He'd still be having those, like, Tevin fucking, like, alerts and shit up if he didn't have someone telling him. DSP, and this is not a joke on autism, by the way, because you know me, I'm on that spectrum somewhere. You got that goddamn right. I got 18 toys around me because I can't stop doing shit. But here we go. DSP needed an autistic person to tell him this. That is a fact. That is a fact. He needed an autistic person to tell him that video that Dayglow Hour made for him was a troll. And it was the most obvious troll of all time. I can't play it. That fucking song, they fucking mute the fucking stream if you play that song. The one about the Sky Boys or something. What's the song? It's something boys. That's all I know. But it always happens when one of those songs comes up on 24/7. It always fucking give me an email. It's like, oh, we'll stop it up, whatever. Anyways, moving forward positively here. Skyrim After Dark. That was so good. That's one of my favorite things ever. It's one of my favorite things ever. Maybe you have an accidental ban, and it's 5 minutes long. But DSP says, yeah, this is honestly why I stopped using them. Oh, yeah, Scat Brothers. There he is. What a legend. One of the best things ever. Renfield could be okay. We're on the Twitter. I thought Twitter was boring, everyone said, but I'm having fun so far, so we're not even to the DMs yet. We'll get there, though. By the way, I got to give a huge shout out to Snort Exchange. Why these are so beautifully listed and easy to read is because of him. He made this easy for us all to read. So go check it out if you want to go through them yourself right there. And I'll put the link in the description as well, obviously. I fully expect you will be harassed with DSP supports rowling in her beliefs because he plays this game. Thanks again, Darziac. I see her using the football. Remember the football game? The football, DSP's football celebration or whatever? Darziak then asked more questions. It's interesting that DSP was very quick to respond to ask where DSP... when Darziak takes a day off, DSP is in there. But he lets Darziak spam shit before he responds. Look. Anyways. We could do that, but at the same time, I think people are really liking the color-coded webcam border leaderboard bar, along with lighting that matches it. So we could give it a shot, but some people may like what I'm already doing better. Oh yes, who can live without the color-coded webcam border leaderboard bar, along with lighting that matches it? That's my favorite part of the stream. Excuse me, kids. Are you enjoying my color-coded webcam border leaderboard bar along with lighting that matches it? FY, really great idea for a short today. Oh, confirmed at this point that Darziak was the one making the shorts. There we go. FYI, really great idea for a short today. During the podcast, Jasper jumped on my lap and meowed for the first time ever on camera. Sadly, it's not very loud, but you can hear it. Come on. All right, that's a screenshot. Okay, that's one to show tomorrow. But you can hear it, and I even made a big deal about it. The vid is still processing, but you should be able to see it soon. Whoa, your cat meowed? Whoa! And that is the one that showed... Is that the one that showed the WWE champions? Was that the one? Oh, no. he was playing with Jasper. It wasn't a meow for that one, right? That was not the meow. That was the playing with Jasper with the thing, right? Anyways. Oh, no, that's the Derek one. I think that is it, right? Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Let's see. Why am I guessing? We don't need to guess. Let's say the truth. That was the... Oh, so DSP brought that upon himself. DSP brought it. Oh, no, it's right here. I don't think it's that one. This is it. I found it. See, the audio's boosted. Here we go, right here.
Jasper. Did you guys hear that? Jasper.
Fuck off.
We have a meowing kitty.
We have a meowing kitty. Yeah, that's what they do. Imagine if your life is so boring that leads to you saying, FYI, really great idea for a short today. Jasper jumped on my lap and meowed for the first time ever on camera. It's like first steps. Oh my God, the first steps. That's what it's like. That's what he's doing, first steps. Look, he's walking. Look. He's taking his first meow. That's right. The daily rap was that. You're right. The showing of the champions was the daily rap. I'm off. Okay, anyway, so he said, I boosted the audio, and so you can clearly hear the meow, and I've done 2 versions. There we go. Bye-bye. I appreciate it. Seems like shorts are the future as of today. You can now do super thanks on them, and on February 1st, they started putting ads on them. So this kind of highlight might help a lot. This proves that DSP was counting on the shorts to make him a lot of money. Another thing that everyone knew, but there you go. There is the proof. Darziak says, shorts with hashtag seems to work too. I made a short for a friend. It got over 500 views in 2 days. All right, 500 views. That'll give you about a half a penny. I did another one without the hashtag, and it's just 22 views after 3 days. Oh, Darziak coming in with the stats, the analytics side here. So then DSP says, so this is the weirdest thing. YouTube auto-detected the Jasper video as a short. I guess it's the length and aspect ratio, but I thought I would have to manually upload as a standard video and then remix it. But I guess it does it automatically. Yeah, those mouth-drooling coders, huh? Wow, pretty cool. Darziak then tries to talk about review tech here, and says, I don't know why review tech has such an obsession with you. It really shows when your name appears second when typing up his channel in search. He just loves adding you to his thumbnails, even when you aren't brought up in it. While you were talking about watching videos on YouTube, I remembered a game I wanted to suggest when you played Earthbound. It's been recommended before. Here's a short I made that I found this pretty funny, how the grenade yeeted you off screen. When it comes to getting shorts, how about enabling clips on videos? That way people can make shorts themselves. Wow, I really like the clip. We'll use it. As for clips, they were 100% used for toxic purposes. And to false report me. So that's why I turned them off. And I'm not going to turn... He's drunk. Hold on a second. I'll read it as him. As for clips, they were 100% used for toxic purposes and to false report me. So that's why I turned them off. And I'm not going to turn them on again, as it's too much of a risk. They were fetting to be 50 plus of them a day. It was bad. Damn, I didn't realize how bad they were used against you. I don't know. So one thing you can say is the same talking points he says on stream about like how trolls are bad. I think those stay consistent, okay? And what I mean by consistent is he says the same shit in front of the scenes and behind the scenes in terms of what the trolls do and how much they affect him. Because I think it's effective in both places, right? When you have a personal assistant or with everybody, he just says those. Waffle Buddy says, I love my wife, Burnell, spending months talking to other men online at night. It's amazing. It is amazing. I'd be interested to see 5,000 messages was in the DMs, and this is 2,000 of Twitter DMs. Like, man. Anyways, let's go. Damn, I didn't realize how bad you were used against you. Blah 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 blah. This is I'm going to save this one for February. Oh, look, listen to this. Listen to this. I got to screenshot this one. This is great. I'm going to save this one for February when ads are enabled so I can possibly make something on it. He's talking about a short. No face. I can make some money on a short. You have to get millions of views before you're thinking about any real money with shorts. He really thought, oh, this has 10,000 views. We're raking it in, mommy. Come on. Let's get my wife. Hey, so we have a new request. Also, Warzone last night. Oh, listen to this one. This is a good idea. I get downed, crawl around the corner, self-revive, and then kill the guy parachuting in to finish me. I then go silent. So you can skip that. And then talk a bit how I suck, but I still killed him. LOL. People loved it on stream, and I got several comments about how they wanted to see that as a short. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Swearing like a sailor. All right, so this is all Darziak making shorts. So it seems like we can skip past this. Very funny. Grooming to the Greek says the health visit sparked their Ozempic campaign. Well, Grooming to the Greek, just so you know, the health visit, the week off, has been confirmed to be to go to Connecticut, and it's because his mother is on her last legs. That's his views, not his words, not mine. And also, though, he got delayed. We'll get there, though. But it was a trip to go to Connecticut because his mother was on her last legs. That's what he said himself. Okay, that's what he said. And yeah, it is again. That is true, Ego Sama. Though to be fair, because I went back and tried to find that clip of when he said in 2017 that his mother was on her last legs. And he actually did say, my mother isn't on her last legs, but we don't know how much time she has left. She could die in the next year. So there you go. That's how he didn't officially say she's on her last legs in 2017, guys. But he did say she could be gone anytime, could be this year. So there you go. There you go. Nibbity says, he's here so the first slammer misses me. Got it, Nibbity. Let me program that in real quick. And Brotato Bowl is correct. This completely confirms the casino leaks were true. It also confirms, just a quick rundown of what it does confirm. I know we're going through this very, very slowly. But what happened, this confirms the rabbit. It confirms Cat's health. It also confirms Linda's health. All of that shit is confirmed to be true. And also it confirms Lummox is the editor. Okay, all that shit is now confirmed. And there's more we're going to find. All right. So here we go. Mr. Extravagant says, this is what my DMs with ALT look like, except even less replies. That's true, actually. That's true. That's not a lie. FYI regards to Warzone tonight. Holy shit, it's a gold mine! Ninja Tech, yes. This just so you know, Lummox was the editor. Yes, I'll read you this one from the Discord DMs. In December, or let's see, January 12th of 2026. DSP says the following. So here's an extremely random situation. Ever since October, I've been talking with Lummox, the Wings detractor, mostly about Wings, but also about games and YouTube. He's now made me an offer to make daily clips for me, breaking them out of the podcast or pre-stream hangouts, making thumbnails, and editing them to make them digestible. There you go. And remember when DSP shared that video, I'm just not going to make a big deal about it, but when DSP shared that video and with no reason, and I said, I wonder if this isn't positive towards Lummox, or maybe DSP is working with Lummox in some way. Hate to break it to you, but I was right. But there you go. I'm not making a big deal about it, though. It's nothing. It's nothing. Torque to Spec says, Darziak ALT leaks when? How much Uma Musume talk? So much. Darziak, don't leak those. Please don't leak those. All we do is talk about Uma Musume and those. That's personal. It has nothing to do with anything else. Anyways, moving on. Glad to hear. Trolls think that Daspo's shit is doing all that. Oh, by the way, hold on. Holy shit, it's a gold mine. Part 31 was insane lag for the last 30 minutes, resulting in sliding animations, teleportations, glitches into the plane, and more. So if you have time, you have a ton of stuff you can likely pull just from that. People are laughing insanely hard, including me. Dude, people are laughing insanely hard, including me. What does that mean? In chat? Oh, people are laughing insanely hard, including me. Glad to hear. Trolls think that bullshit is doing all this, which is unfortunate, but he seems to have disappeared. Blah, blah, montage. I've never heard your voice go like that before, so I made a short end montage. Again, look at Darziak is going to work at this point, and I will remind you, no pay yet. There's been no pay at all for this point. I've been looking for you, Kalash Vasta King. The first video is no videos. There you go. Emailed you the images. Oh, Darziak again with a production note. Listen up, DSP. I have to be honest. Playing the short and then explaining what happened on it in the podcast is weird. Like telling a joke and having to explain why it's funny. DSP needs Darziak to tell him this. Like telling a joke and having to explain why it's funny. Personally, I feel it's better to say there is a new short and leave it at that. Remember when he did that? We all made fun of that too, obviously. What I think is happening here and was happening here is Darziak's watching all the detractor shit and DSP shit, and he sees what we make fun of. And then he's giving these little cuck reports to DSP afterwards, because we definitely posted many examples of that and that being said, right? And Darziak's clearly watching us. He's used 2 of the links so far, because we played those like, here's the short, guys, and then here's why it's funny. And he definitely did that, and we made fun of it like anyone with a brain would fucking do. Anyways. This is the ultimate deserved flying dragon rank. Agree. This is you thought the flying monkeys, like you have your own idea about what the flying monkeys do. This is what actual flying monkeys do. This is the flying dragon level, though, to be clear. And this is all the shit DSP bought by that parasocial emails about hope you're doing okay. Hey, notice you weren't there today. What's going on? And again, can you imagine what the people that actually give money get? The emails they fucking get? DSP then says, not saying he did anything wrong, saying, yeah, I'm definitely not doing that for everyone. And today I'm not going to put out a short, so I don't flood the channel with them. I think I'm going to put out your 5-minute glitch montage on my day off. It would make sense, so it gets attention. Rick and Morty, abuse charges. I think right now what we're seeing is just, both of these people need friends. I mean, that's it. Now we're just sharing... just sharing a message about Rick and Morty. It has nothing to do with anything. Just a silly thing. Oh, just a silly little thing. But I found it funny that it's almost a common occurrence that the preview video on your daily wrap is you combing your hair back with your hands. The chance of you doing it 19 seconds in the video were such a funny coincidence. Oh, God. I've sent these kind of messages to Emiru before, but that's personal. That's different. Just a silly little thing you do. Every 19 seconds, you comb your hair. Oh, God. What the fuck is that? Oh, God. I noticed a little silly thing you do. You put your hair behind your ear at 15 minutes into every video. I just noticed it. Just a silly little thing. Anyways. Yeah, I think the algorithm picks some certain moments and somehow it thinks the hair slick is the best moment of the day. Algorithm picks the yeah, that is the hot pot. That is the good spot. I think the algorithm picks certain moments and somehow thinks the hair slick is the best moment. That is. You should get the program and checking the health of your SSD. Okay, so that's trying to help him with your SSD. I'm worried its health will be low and could be on its way. I worry about your SSD. Please, everybody, check your SSDs. I'm worried about the health of your SSDs. Please. DSP then said, oh, Darziak with a little bit of negativity. As you can see, we've done a little bit of negativity so far. Here it is. Gotta be honest. You really don't sound good here. I feel you let your anger get the better of you because you've turned bounties from a fun thing into pay me or you're banned. Made a comparison between your Dead Space playthrough. Yeah, I'm going to change the way I do Warzone moving forward as the trolls are just going to keep fucking with me and trying to make it something it's not meant to be. I edited the video to cut off the end part after I got 4th place so they can't mass report something that isn't in the video. Ha ha! and the truth shall set you free. We showed this as well. DSP cut out the bounty part because he knew it was against TOS, and then he stopped calling them bounties. He called them challenges. Remember that? It all comes true in the end, doesn't it? Every detractor theory comes true in the end. If you wait long enough, whatever you think is true turns out to be true in the end. That is a screenshot. Thank you, Weston Evans. I'm forgetting to do my job here of getting ready for the show tomorrow. Anyways. Okay. Great idea for today's show. I love these. Great idea for today's short. That's true. Everything was true. He's actually that bad at exactly. Every single, not every single thing. I mean, of course, people get some crazy shit. But it's wild. It's wild. As longer we go, the more you'll see that. But, okay. Great idea for today's short. Part 2. I make fun of the excited string instrument player, then get jump scared at the perfect time. LOL. I bet people would love that. Also, if you'd like to do more side by... Now we're asking for direct things. This is so fucking cringe. If you'd like to do more side-by-side comparisons or do a bigger montage, I'd definitely be interested. Oh, cool. Cool. If you'd like to do it, cool. Interesting. Yeah. If you guys out there would love to make thumbnails for me or make entire videos for me, I'd definitely be interested. Just letting you guys know. Okay. Cool. Darziak dutifully does it. Here we go. I love them both. A minor thing, but when you're entering the game tag, you have to select the right year, blah, 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 blah. I've been selecting... Yeah, I'm talking to you, to the Nerd Brew. Yeah. At Nerd Brew, if you ever want to make, if you're ever interested in making some intros again, I'd definitely be interested in playing them. That goes for you too, Rebsy, you too, anyone. DSP says nope. Sadly, no way to change. Bob Starsky, if you ever be interested in making more songs, I'll play them happily. Anyways, I'll stop. So I think we have a funny short for Oblivion tonight. It's this video, and he's just giving. We have a funny short. He's just telling him timestamps to make the shorts. Two guys just keep chugging skooma and won't stop. Right outside of the skooma house. That's pretty damn funny. That's what they do? All right, he said GoldenEye. I think I played that. So you did play GoldenEye. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. So I just remember you saying something about you Witcher in the hot tub. I just had to do it. Oh! Darziac is responsible for the Witcher 3 dude in the hot tub with the feet up? Darziac, come on. That's not a good look, sir. That's a lot of soul, if you know what I'm saying. That's nasty. That's nasty. Not just being honest, bro. This is what I do. A lot of soul action in that one, sir. A lot to be questioned. Retro Jim says, I think he endlessly tells Cat about the trolls. I think that's all they talk about. Because what else are they going? What else are they going to talk about? I think it's only troll talk. As sad as that is, I think the dented life is like, as we are learning, is so true. I think it really is. Father Time says, Uma Musume with Dragon Girls. Dress me up like one of your Dragon Girls. Tommy says, Darziak somehow looks worse than Phil throughout these messages. He's Smithers maxing. This is pretty intense from Darziak's side, right? This is pretty intense. We can see the story. From just what we've seen so far, you see how this is going. Darziak was a normal fan of DSP, sent a few messages. DSP showed a little bit of care. And now Darziak basically loves him and will do anything for him. It's just how it goes. So there we go. And he has, and he just, DSP would certainly found, I mean, not saying like DSP is using this guy, but I mean, there is a point where you have to say, would you like some money for this at some point, right? You have to bring that up because it is normal for people to send you shit every once in a while. And it's like there has to be a transaction there for every single time someone sends you something. But if it's going to be these consistent, like, hey, dude, can you make this for me? That's when you got to start saying there's money, man. If I'm sending someone specific things to make for me, it's like, all right, man. Anyways, career mode, whatever, more shorts. Another one great to add later. Wait until you see what happened in Dead Space today, blah, blah. Okay, so watch the last 10 minutes. Again, giving him things to do. Here's a metric of my friend's Dead Space first run versus second run. I want to retouch the subject on getting your GPU to work instead of CPU. Okay, whatever. Trying to help him with tech shit. DSP is not responding. This is exactly why I've never bothered. Look how complicated this is. And for the age of hardware, the risk is an issue is huge. I nearly bricked my computer. By the way, the short is awesome. Blah, 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 blah. I can select the GPU. Okay, just talking about shit about the computer. Who cares? I like to do a public test stream just for fun. Part 2. This is all shorts talk. We can get past this. The pants short did great today. Amazing, actually, for only 12 hours. And hopefully it keeps getting traction. Here we go. Shorts. Looks like the GPU handles it. Whatever. Oh, I see trolls were spamming you in COD, so he tries to help him show it. Billy is screwed. Okay, sharing about Billy. So, Darziak now is official producer of the show. Look at this. He's giving him stuff to talk about. Like, he is the producer of the Level 1 podcast at this point. Another short. So for the next short, people have been asking for this one for a while. The O.J. Simpson Ford Bronco moment. Okay. Oh, people have been asking for it. Right. Anyways, there we go. You should print it, blah, blah. O.J. Duty shorts. Animated short subtitles. Sadly, the swear filter is 15 seconds, so yeah, it needs to be censored. It'll be demonetized. Go fix it again, douchebag. Perfect. OJ short goes live. Sorry to hear about your hands. Redacted. Oh, maybe a friend name here. He once had a test on his back where they dabbed different metal elements to see if they would be an allergic reaction. Oh, this is when the eczema thing. Okay, eczema is here. It might come to that. I'd love to know what I'm actually allergic to. Blah, blah. I've got another short idea. I'm not interested. Okay, now we're getting into short time. I've upgraded my computer yesterday, so I'd like to be able to help. That's why I don't want to upgrade. I like how my PC works now. Yeah. My dad says the same thing. Don't change anything. I like how my computer works now. And if I add a shortcut or something, like put all the shortcuts back where they were. I don't want anything out of place. That's what my dad's like, but he's damn near 70. DSP is a 40-year-old dude. I like how my PC works now. Don't touch anything. Yeah. I have my radio stations where I want them. Yeah. Did you have a piece of fan art? Whatever. Yeah, he's living his short. Thanks. I love it. I will look through some fan art for it. Doesn't ring a bell, but I have tons. Okay, here we go. No, more short shit. Who cares? The short shit's boring. Boring arc here. Boring era. Funny thing is scary. As art AI takes piece of different art to create something. Oh, this is the beginning of the AI. So I'm not sure what's wrong with the Oblivion vid. Blah, blah. Just download blah, blah. Blah, blah. Oblivion vid. Chance I will tonight. So today I gave British food a bit of razzing. If you watch at the end for a minute, people like this bit. It will make a great short, I think. Hope you don't take offense, LOL. Giving food razzing. Okay, blah, blah. Sweet, check it out tonight. I'm completely at a loss with the Oblivion video. Who cares? Who cares about a single short? Who cares? Just give up. Also, you mistaken the Super Bowl video. It's not a highlight. Basically, the corrupted video, you had pulled it out and whatever, okay? I think tonight's short can be... Oh, they're doing daily shorts at this point. Holy fuck. Those demons running are hilarious. In addition, me running away from pirates and later guards in this batch of vids and escaping from the water walking boots is pretty funny too. Okay. Helping with tech shits. I actually prefer bleeps or sound effects. The silence is okay, but the sounds are much funnier. Okay, boring. Boring. Short. All we're doing is shorts talk now. This is our shorts era. Boring. Remonetized it. Whatever. Some idea for the short. This is just do shorts for me, man. So if you think that'll make a good short, if not, don't kill yourself, as otherwise tonight's stream pretty much sucked. The changes they made are awful. Wow, this is a neat idea with the music. Okay. If you can believe it, they reflagged. Who cares? It's fucking shorts. Right now, okay, Lexay asked a good question. Has there been any compensation? To this point, there has been no compensation and no talking about money, okay? To this point, in February 18th of 2023. That will change, but right now there's nothing. Okay, they also demonetized my daily rap last night, where I'm constantly murdering people, whatever. Any chance of a thumbnail of episode 1 for DSP versus the internet? You mean this? No. Where did it go? DSP versus the internet. So let's see Darziak's hard work here. DSP versus the internet. All right, let's see. Oh my God, look at this. Remember that video? Look at this. DSP needs your ideas on what to react to next. Let's go. 463 views. We're doing great. Everyone wants the react content. All right, so DSP versus the internet is the first one. The first one is right. DSP React stream highlights, React submissions, DSP politics highlights, DSP Reacts highlights. Oh, it's just this. Because remember, he used to make those verses. He did like that. I'll show you. This. So as you can see, so now we know, since Darziak said that, all of the thumbnails that are like this are Darziak, okay? And that has been confirmed since Darziak talked about them adding rounded edges, and that makes his border bad. So whenever you see that border, that's an indicator that that is a Darziak created thumbnail, all right? It's insane how many thumbnails he made if you think about it. I mean, it's hundreds. It is quite literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. But okay, there we go. Yeah, this is weird. It looks like Jordan Peterson and DSP are like, both have nefarious ideas about what to do with Justin Wong, and Justin Wong just realized it. I don't know. I have no idea. Betchy says, if you guys like to make me thumbnails or side-by-sides, please tip. Yeah. If you guys like making me stuff that I don't pay for, please tip. Thank you. So Darziak's not feeling well. Hope it's not feeling bad. Hope they can treat it fast. Just a really bad day. Could you possibly link me the playlist used for the React? Could you see this at all? DSP versus the internet? K's Cooking... K's Cookieres Part 6. So this is where he really starts making the thumbnails for everything. Holy fuck. DSP reacts. An idea for a Hogwarts short. I turned myself into a pancake. In the match here. Oh, yeah, that's a good point, Remy. Can you see this? You could just use incognito window, sir. Sending it to other people. Can you check this? Can you check this one on your system? Not sure if there's enough for making you funny. Got a good one from Call of Duty. I skipped Hogwarts because it doesn't have the impact. Okay. Blah, blah. We're in our shorts arc here. Okay. Lito says, has Darziak ever said why he did this for DSP? And yes, he has said. It was because DSP got him through a very tough time when he was in the hospital for a long time, an extended period of time. He was in the hospital, and DSP helped him get through that. And also, DSP did to his credit, let's say, even though it was very weird, transactional, and strange to me. He messaged many times about how, hey, you weren't on the stream. How's it going? How's it going? That kind of stuff. So now he's paying that back. And now it's been over a year now. Darziak's first message to DSP at this point is 9 years ago. 9 years ago. Okay? St. Patrick's Day works. It's me as a leprechaun. I didn't see the state of play. Was busy streaming. Here's Easter and St. Patrick's. You know that. Looks like Keemstar was talking about you again. Again, the flying monkey work. Flying monkey. Exactly. Darziak is now trying to like, hey, it seems like we're bros. Did you see this? Never a response outside of maybe a sentence, if that. What comes back is, hey, here's the short for today, dumb fuck. That's not what friends do, you know? You ever have that friend where you're kind of like on that sharing of reels train, but then you get in the like thing where all you do with each other is share wheels, and then you just say LOL, and there's another wheel? Like, there's a place for that. But you can't add to that, hey, do this work. And then, I'm not checking out your shit. Just do this work, dumb shit. You know? At least you're both getting reels back and forth and not asking someone to do work. Reels, not wheels. Reels. I got wheels on the mind. All right, anyways. Look, the Parents Part 2. Pro Jared React happened at this time. Okay, Pro Jared had this at this time. Downloading it right now. That's great, man. I couldn't believe it. I was so pissed off. Whatever. Thank you so much. This is more just helping out with the channel. Looks like we can get by here. Disappeared my fear, and I can't believe Twitch allows this. See? Perfect example right here. Holy fucking shit, dude. Disappeared in my feed, and I can't believe Twitch allows this. Hey, I'll talk about that Stream Elements thing today on stream. Yeah, so I totally forgot to send you stuff for a great short. Anyways, Darziak, shorts. Where are they? I'm waiting. Okay. I also pretty much, ooh, interesting. So here's the two false shorts. DSP admits to a lie here. I also pretty much made up the fact that there are multiple people doing stuff to make sure nobody ever thinks it's you. Last thing I want is for you to get harassed for helping me out so much. All right. Well, unfortunately, DSP would leak Darziak's name not once, but twice, and also his actual name. So he couldn't really live up to that, but there you go. That short is funny. Okay, so this vid I sang a lot, but in particular, I sang tons. This is so cringe. I sang tons, and people liked it on stream. That's like me talking to Chew after the stream. I said jokes, Chew, and people were laughing. They were laughing so much. Me as well. I was laughing hard, too. She loves it when I say that. Everyone was laughing, by the way, Chew. I promise you. Everyone loved it. Don't go crazy, but I hopped on coffee. Don't go crazy, but I was hopped up on coffee, and that match was just insane. So maybe something funny could come of it. I was hopped up on caffeine. Okay, the coffee high is amazing. I guess the cat's out of the bag with the interview. Okay. So the Side Scrollers interview has been released. Well, yeah, and honestly, that's not what it was supposed to be about. Apparently, a lot happened on my day off, and that's just what I'm being made aware of. Since someone messaged it, video enhancer, shut up. Interesting. Who cares? So that if you want me to, I could email Craig and offer to give my view. Since I feel it's unfair that there's a huge... Okay, here we go. New arc, at least, finally. We're done with this shorts arc. Now it's time for the interview, okay, with Stuttering Craig from this.
Make it make sense.
So he says, if you want, I could email Craig and offer to give my view. Since I feel it's unfair, there's a huge amount of all these people contacting him about you and saying all these bad things. You mean saying all the truth? He says, that's totally up to you if you wanted to do that. He's likely bombarded with stuff from so many idiots. I completely forgot to send you the new short. Yeah, fuck all that shit. Here's the YouTube short. Well, fuck all that noise. Where's my short, dumb fuck? Anyways, 3-minute mark. Here's the shorts. Could you keep... Okay, he's making the thumbnails. Yes, I'll keep it unlisted for you. I'm going to be honest. Ooh, Darziak again. Scathing commentary. I'm going to be honest with you. Asking people if they could tip you instead of the other options really doesn't sit well with me. I understand from your point of view, but the problem is no matter how you say it, from a viewer's perspective, it's coming across as telling your viewers how they should donate to you. Correct, Darziak? Fuck all that shit, though. Where's my short? DSP says, I appreciate your honesty. You should always feel free to be honest with me. I will never get upset. By the way, I'll always read it as DSP writes it, okay? I understand the frustration. It's a difficult path to walk. Actually, no, it's not. But anyways, I understand you are in DSP's good graces now, and you don't want to lose it. But it's not a very difficult path to walk. Say thank you for anything you get and move on. But as we move forward positively here, yep, and you know that's exactly what would happen with me. Something strange here, isn't it? What would happen? Did you not... Was that to somebody else? I understand the frustration. It's a difficult path to walk. Yep, and you know that's exactly what happened with me. I don't get that. Something weird there. Doesn't quite add up. Doesn't quite add up. I'm screenshotting that one. This is a... I'm not going to show this one, but this is a future... This is a little bit strange there. I'll check that later. Darziak says, I see you ran into the celebrity cards. Okay, celebrity cards. Oh, God, don't start talking about the game. But it's funny, tons of people have never heard of the guy, but he's somehow now in both Cyberpunk and this game. Oh, Co-Carnage. Forgot to submit. I totally forgot to submit a new short. Here's my new shorts. Okay, interesting. Well, we could ask directly. Darziak shows up here every once in a while. Co is primary PC gamer. Makes sense. I've never heard of him. Here's the short. I love the short. I just laughed my ass off. That's not a lie, by the way. He was probably acting his ass off in his office. Woo, woo. Sorry, man. It keeps crashing. Good job, man. Sorry that it keeps crashing. I hope that doesn't keep happening. Okay, yeah, we're missing some stuff here. We're missing some stuff. This is another miss right here. What could possibly be crashing here, sir? Sadly, it didn't work. I think Windows 11. That's why I don't want to update anything. This is a rare occurrence due to the polar vortex change. So it looks like Nyanners reacted to your reaction on seeing her. Oz, that your weather? What? Oz, that your weather? Looks like that your detractors are turning on Craig because he said he would rather talk to someone face to face and not behind an avatar. Somehow that means he's doxing people by doing that. I don't remember anyone saying that, but okay. I did 100% warn him of them, told him to be completely sure all his and his host stuff was locked down. And oh, that's when Craig got doxed. Okay, yeah. Craig was doxed when the thing got him out. But anyways, they dox literally everyone for no reason. I just feel really bad. I mean, once you've done both the show, you move on from him at the DSP thing. Well, I mean, once you've both done the show, they'll move on from him, but you'll still get this insane anti-DSP thing. Yeah, pretty sure, yes. If you keep doing fucked up things, people are going to keep talking about them, as you would learn later yourself, Darziak. What if you use chroma key Canva so you could put anything? Boogie released a video nearly a day ago talking about lolcows, and there was a clip of you on it, but nothing else besides saying listen to your closest fans rather than the hate mob. Fuck all that noise. Interesting idea. Maybe I could try it with a piece of cardboard. From he what? Chroma. So Darziak says try chroma key canvas to put behind you. Oh yeah, so get one of those green screen things behind your screen. DSP says, yeah, maybe I could try a piece of cardboard from the arts and crafts store to see if it even would work. Get a piece of cardboard. You could buy a green screen for $10 now on Amazon, sir. Anyways. Whatever, redacted. That was exactly what I was envisioning. How much is the sub program now? Ooh, sub-program for what is my next question. Sub-program for what? $29.99 a month, better than it was in the 2000s. Yearly payments. What do you think that was, boys? Dragon porn, no. Subutex, no. Jimmy John's, no. Adobe? That seems too cheap, doesn't it, for Adobe? That is how much Photoshop costs? Oh, okay, there you go. I pay that myself, so of course I know how much it costs. Excuse me. I did what I was thinking. It's raised in price recently. I'll check my credit card statement. Darziak says, so I found out that my GPU, blah, blah, blah. Interesting take with ratings, whatever. Getting boring now. Okay. People absolutely love the lockpicking short. Best attention on the one I've had in ages. And the editing, thanks again. New short idea. I blast the guy to non-existence. What lockpicking? Listen to this. Listen to this. I think it's decent. Not laugh out loud funny, but still interesting. And I'm going to title it Hogwarts Legacy Knows How to Handle Trolls. So to likely get some views that way. Yeah, definitely. Good idea, man. Interesting. Good work. Your stuff is getting better and better, and I appreciate it. You managed to keep your cool. Mad respects for sticking through it all. That was after the interview. After the interview. How about the content of the interview, Darziak? Did you ever think about that and internalize anything he said during that interview when he was lying? Hello, sir. Here is a link to this week's DSP versus the Internet stream. So I hear you're thinking of talks with RTU. Considering his invested interest of you in almost every stream he does, I believe you get the same level-headed conversation you had on the Side Scrollers podcast. Having skimmed parts of his streams, he talks a lot of shit sometimes, and he has a really annoying soundboard to go with it to be entertaining. Oh, you mean this? He does agree with some things about you, though, compared to detractors that look at every negative thing. Gotta love the flip-flopping of detractors. Since Keemstar brought up in the podcast about how he wrongly accused the guy of being a pedo, ever since then the guy was still called a pedo from time to time. No, mine's too short. Alright, I'll stop. Yeah, sad shit. I'm aware of most of it, no worries. I'm not doing anything with Rich at all. No rush on the thumbnails for DSP versus the Internet at all. But just wanted to be sure you can see the playlist. Gotta love the flip-flopping of detractors. What does that mean? I don't know what he's talking about there. I don't know. He's lost his mind. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. I know you want to avoid drama, but saying that you know bad things that Craig and Adam have said in the past doesn't help. Good point. Everybody knows them. They are public. This is the point I'm making. I was completely fair with them, knowing they were flawed, but they were very unfair with me. Oh, here we go. All right. I'm back in. You're right. People will definitely quote that as if I'm threatening them with something. I don't care, but your point is completely valid. Okay. Since Keem injected himself on your React stream, I saw the unlisted stream between Craig, Keem, and Duty. Oh, you did? DSP doesn't talk about that stuff, does he? He just pretends it doesn't happen. Here's a scratch. Nice. I don't care about Keem. I'm going to 100% ignore him. He's still trying to get me to talk with him, and I refuse. He can talk to whomever he wants. I've already addressed my past, and it will change nothing. I see you have a custom intro to your reviews. Perhaps ask the artist who did your React art for the high-res version, since it looks really rough, stretched out. What was that, I wonder? The person who does the designs is hard to reach. Took me months to get the art I did for DSP React, so your help was much appreciated. Ooh, what art is that? The art he is speaking of here has to be this one. So the art he is speaking of in this instance is this. So this one was not Darziak, confirmed. This was different guy. So there we go. Help is much appreciated. Blah, 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 blah. Linus Tech Tips got hacked. Okay. Damn, Linus is huge. Hopefully they got their channel back. Also, I'd love to do big reacts that aren't drama. Would you? Craig has just turned it into milking it, all right? They just done another podcast talking about mobile games and talking all about you again. Here we go. This is where DSP got the idea about them, what was it, snaking him? Did he call it snaking them or knifing him? I forget. Anyways. I mean, no shit. I'm the only thing that was going to bring them popularity. They are nobodies. So they're going to milk my detractors as long as they can. And it's hilarious they have fallen for it a week and still going. Well, how about now? Anyways, if that was their idea to use DSP to get more popular, it worked. So, fantastic strat there. And you got him, DSP. Okay, thanks, man. I'm good because I don't get sponsorships. And I don't click on random files. Fan art will load in an email first, or I won't load it to my PC. So being unable to get sponsored actually helps me here. Fan art will load in an email first, or I won't load it on my PC. Oh, that takes care of it. That takes care of it. Very safe. Very safe, very safe. It's great so far, though. I chose playing hardcore. I've literally stepped on every single bear trap. People said it would be a shorts montage, but I'm not sure. Blah, blah. I know how you feel about bear traps. No! What's that? Bear traps. Anyways, link to the playlist today. Frequently used locations in K-pop. I wonder who said that one. Okay, Bear Trap Short is great. Glad to hear. Blah, blah. Just watch the rest of the Wings react. Oh, we're fast forwarding here. I saw only a little bit of Wings reacting to you. He's right with your problem with over-explaining things. He also said about the bucket and cat at 5 years old being true. That is true. Blah, blah, blah. Skimped. Okay, nice. So an update that's probably going to affect you. What do you mean going to affect me? He's just making shorts. God damn. An update that's probably going to affect you. People want the stream archives on DSP Reacts to be members only, and I see no reason not to do it, as it gives even more incentive to join. They want that? Really? They'll be able to watch the entire stream broadcast immediately after the stream ends, while everyone else will have to wait for the parts over the week. Problem being, that means I can't leave DSP versus the internet as unlisted anymore, so not sure how you're going to see it. Is it possible as the owner to give membership to someone without costing money? No way to give memberships at all as an owner. And you can't give memberships to anyone specific either. So maybe the limited viewer method works. But starting this weekend, all streams will be members only as soon as they go offline. So hopefully, for now, it's not an issue. Here's a new short suggestion. The AI for Ashley is horrible, blah, blah. I don't know if you saw the news about Chris Avalone. Look at this. He's sharing real thoughts. Fuck off. Just got up to the same area as you. Interesting. I guess everyone did the charm thing, but I didn't. Also, thumbnails for Ask the King should be pretty easy. Yeah. Thanks for your news stories. Who gives a fuck? Thumbnails are easy, though. I didn't even hit a tip skull, so there was no glasses or vest. So just one repeated should work. Here's a good thing. I didn't hit the tip skull. So actually, that's a benefit for you because you won't have to edit in a vest. You know that extremely important step where you would have to add the vest? Well, you're in luck because we didn't hit the tips goal. So now you don't have to do it. Cool? NW News says Triple P is in their walls. Those are some thick walls. There we go. That would be true. I'll give it to you. Let's see what PPP thinks. I call him Triple P. Jericho says, good morning, all. Anything particularly good I missed out so far? Big ups, thanks for a great week, everybody. Not really. We're just going through. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but now it's turned into me reading everything because you never know where the gold is going to be. So, but that's where we are, Jericho. This will be an archive forever. But there's no way we're going to hit the DMs today, then. That's the problem. Well, luckily, Meerkat said he's doing the DMs. He already skipped this. So, anyways, tomorrow should be hype, though. Tomorrow's going to be long. Tomorrow is going to be a fun, that being said. I promise you that. Cream Pie says, hey, LT, just checking in. Hope you're doing okay. But a lot of people have says that I should win this game. Just saying a lot of people are saying. Okay, Cream Pie, I got you. I'll make sure you do. All right, email you the thumbnails. Thanks. Okay, set both streams. Perfume. I'll upload the perfume shorts. Blah, blah. Email you thumbnails. Blah, blah. Blah, blah. Blah, blah. KSI. Blah, blah. I figured it could be made out to be funny if it pokes fun at me. I'd call it the old sleepy man stays awake challenge or something like that. But no worries if you don't think it would work. Well, that did turn out to be a real short. Remember that? The old man tries to fall asleep or whatever? What did he call it? I know he did that one. It is... Old man rants about the sun. Not that one. He called it the exact word. Let's see. What are we at now? We are in April 3rd of 2023. Sleepy gamer can't stay awake on stream. Yeah, we might as well show one of these so we can see the... Oh, God. Oh, my God. I just finished 5+ hours of Final Fantasy. No one cares. Oh my God, look at this. What the fuck? Oh God. Ah! Ah! Help! Help! He wants to share his initial thoughts! Ah! He wants to share the thoughts! He looks like the biggest fan of all time. I've heard some of you don't like this game. And that's a problem. His hair is falling off. It's sliding off. Okay, next up. I won't show the sleepy one. But he did call it Sleepy Gamer Can't Stay Awake on Stream. There you go. Not sure how I feel about it. Okay, Darziak says, it looks like Secret Limited. Jesus, Darziak knows about more detractor shit than DSP does. It looks like Secret Unlimited made a video. It's Secret Limited, right? Not Secret Unlimited. I don't want to sound too stupid, but it's Secret Limited, right? Anyways, it looks like Secret Limited made a video called DSP Gaming versus Secret Limited. Oh, now it's changed to Limited. I don't even know who it was when it showed up in my feed. Of course, RT reacts to it, so if people bring it up, I would advise to just ignore and try not to bring it up. Bring up their name, since the video consists of you saying their name multiple times over the years. Okay. The slaps are great, and I'm sure the regenerates a bit. Thanks for the short as usual. Still no talk of money, by the way. Just looks like junk. Not sure how I feel about this DLC stuff. DSP does grace him with an answer at least. Funny as hell, and the chat couldn't stop laughing. Okay, here's the shorts. Have a happy birthday. Even bitching about work to his slave. Thanks. 90% work anyway today. LOL. Anyways, get back to the shorts, dumb fuck. What the fuck? Yeah, thanks. 90% work. All right, cat, get the nuts bag out. We have to sort out the healthy from the unhealthy nuts. Not the pistachios. Those are high in calories. Yeah, not those. Okay, Phil. Could we walk around Shibuya today? Sure, hang on. Give me the controller. Darziak, if you can make that into a short, it's 1 hour and 38 minutes into the stream. I talked about DSP walking cat. I think it'd be funny. The chat was loving it. Everyone was cracking up. And me too, by the way. Thank you. Damn, dude. I just seen this Capcom being greedy. Yep, they are. Here's the playlist, dumb fuck. Also, Easter is Sunday, so I'm looking forward for a piece of art to use at the end of the podcast for Monday through when summer starts. It can be anything. Preferably something where I look funny in some way. Okay. Preferably something where I look funny in some way. That would lead to the rabbit one, wouldn't it? I believe so. That's on DSP Reacts. Why would you want to look... Okay. Oh, so Darziak says, I missed the fake tips. Oh, I did miss the fake tips bit. There's a fake tips bit? Fake tips, fake tips, fake tips. Fake tips, fake tips. I missed it? Oh, okay, here we go. My bad, my bad. How did I miss? I've seen the toxicity of tweets to you. He also sent me over 5,000 in fake tips that got charged back. Ooh, thank you for not letting me miss that. Who's that? All right, that's a screenshot. Who is that? He sent me 5,000 in fake tips that got charged back. This is the third location in which I feel like something has been taken out. They're not using any other platform yet, Redkeld. That's why we're here. Luckily for us, when they switch to Discord, it's all Discord. No, Snorlax wasn't 5,000. Snorlax was like 200 or 300. Interesting. I'll check it out. I'll check into that. And he always wins those, and they never win, though, yeah. Yeah, Snorlax was like 200 or 300. So I got a bit of a problem. Earlier this week, I was able to convert my channel to a non-brand account, which means I can get things like gifted subs. Cool. DSP now, for the first time ever, says, I can send you some funds, man. You do tons of work for me for free. Just tell me what to send and where, and you got it. I owe you so much already. I should be paying you something anyway. Now, okay? So he's made, at this point already, he's made at least 100 thumbnails, all right? And shorts that DSP has very specifically requested with timestamps and things to do, right? That's different. But anyways, here it is. All right. Moving forward. One like Twitch doesn't appear. You can gift subs, okay? So if you send me USD amount of a standard membership and I can renew that way. Oh, he just wants his membership. I've got 2 spring ideas. I really like the better. Just sent you 10 USD. I figured that would be enough to cover it with conversion. Wow. 10 whole smackaroos. USD. $10. Well, that's all this is a Rambo situation. Well, not as bad as Rambo, but Darziak said, just pay for my membership, and DSP just paid for his membership. Couldn't have added another 0 on that? He's done work now for how many months? Gee, $10. Here you go. $10. Get yourself a half a fish and chips. And oh yeah, wait. Big Guy says the only reason he's actually doing even this is because Darziak can download the videos and make shorts and thumbnails from him. That's true. That's true. Second idea. Blah, blah. Second idea is the bumblebee. Remember the bumblebee? There you go. That's the bumblebee. Thanks. I'm back to bronze. I deleted all the comment. It deleted all the comments you'd ever left using that channel. That's what. Okay. Here's a spring image. Yeah, seriously, I can't use much of any music. Almost eerie. I try to get claimed that I can't make anything at all in the podcast. Great spring image. So out of all insert thing here day, we got ASMR on YouTube. My thoughts on Elden Ring run. What's this? Oh, look at this. Look at this, Darziak. First for Elden Ring, I'm going to call it Return to Elden Ring. So not sure if you can make the thumb say that or not. It's called the Return to Elden Ring. Okay, get it right, Darziak. Secondly, a funny short. Well, now he's emboldened by the $10 now. I'm giving you $10. Now you really got to pay up. Now you really got to get to work, dumb shit. Here's the short. Thanks for these. Yeah, I really need to have time to try. It definitely slipped my mind. What? Oh, I also hope you consider trying the hardware encoder. There you go. All right. So guess what? We had technical difficulties today as OBS forced an update that changed all my settings. We lost time, so I had to try out encoding with the GPU. It's too much to stream and capture with it, but I'm now streaming with GPU and capturing with CPU, and it looked great. I'm now going to up the bitrate to 12,000 on Thursday because of the dramatic decrease to the load on the CPU, and we'll see how everything looks. I got to be honest, when tips weren't popping up, I was dreading it. Was because I said to use hardware encoding. I'm glad it turned out well in the end. Hopefully when you're streaming very visually intense games such as Horizon Forbidden West, there won't be any more visual disintegration or lag on the stream video. Oh, wait, this happened on the evening stream? Okay, whatever. Oh, hand-holding in games still? He's been doing that for almost a decade at this point. Since your sound effects box doesn't work anymore, I spent some time looking for the original sound effect that you could play. I found a video and saw this in the comments. What's that? Oh, come on. What's in the comments? Someone must have had a negative DSP thing there. But why wouldn't you just post that? Maybe some of the images didn't make it. Yeah, some of the inline images in these did not make it. It seems. I'm sure that was a screenshot. Anyways, moving on. Rather than doing high bit rate, try doing lossless. Shoot, didn't see this in time to try today. I researched loss is only good for modern GPUs. I'm positive to do it. Blah, blah. Enter boring phase again. The interview came and gone. Not much talk. Okay. Digital Foundry. Here is today's playlist. Singapore again. So we have to remove hobos and dogs from the playlist because, get this, someone stole the beat and is monetizing it on YouTube. Please remove it. I'll talk about this in detail on tomorrow's podcast. Oh, thank you. Can it still be downloaded for free? Yes, you can. Not sure why copyright, because they loaded a YouTube Content ID system for music that lost in January to make money. Okay. Shorts. This is just like business emails now at this point. Okay. Oh, okay. So remember, Darziak does not have any access to DSP's account right now, but it seems like we're working towards it. I manage a friend's channel by editing their stream. See? So I got a good short tonight. Here was a link for DSP versus the internet this week. So to explain what happened. See? There must have been a screenshot here. Thanks for the explanation. FYI, you got a gifted membership tonight during a member bomb from Jason H. Whoa. Whoa, you got a member bomb from Jason H? Please, someone do Jason H reel on Kick. Oh yeah, we've already done 2, that being said, mentions, Baseball Authority. 2 of them so far. Early, that being said, too. Episode 30 or something. Oh, by the way, I should show last night's bans. We have slowed down a bit, but we still are almost a new record at night stream. Not quite there. So we went from 170, 139, 109, 92 bans yesterday in total. Not quite 100, but that is a 7-day average of 104.7. Hell yeah. Nice day, everybody. Doing great. Okay. How random getting a membership while I'm sleeping. You know what? Okay, anyways. I'll have to try that because likely both hard drives are having issues now. Tonight was a string of repeated cheap deaths. Shivering Isles. Nothing else about DLC. I've been hit with 2 blatantly false copyright strikes on DSP Gaming, and likely more are coming. So it looks like everything we've worked for is going to be erased thanks to the broken system. Now I have to figure out how to even continue on Twitch or a new place like this Kick everyone's talking about. First mention of Kick, April 25th, 2023. I had a bad feeling this was going to happen with the Tractor channels taking a hit. I do not want to stay on Twitch. It will be a temporary thing for sure. Could this intro to the podcast be at risk? Since this was made by a detractor. What? I mean, yes. Oh, this is the Be Awesome One strat. Literally anything at all that I've ever used can be false striked, because apparently YouTube is that stupid and doesn't care. But I can't delete every video ever that used something that wasn't gameplay. Why? You did it before. Weird thing is, I'm very confident it's a capture device, not OBS. Blah, 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 blah. Sure, sorry, I'd forgotten. Elden Ring. Elden Ring. Okay, giving hand-holding again. By the way, I don't think I said this, but back when those bow snipers underground were OP, they were tracking arrows. Thanks. Oh, hope things turn out well for you. See? We're missing something here too, aren't we? Come on. This is bullshit. Hope things turn out well for you. What are you talking about? Thanks. Shitty personal stuff that hopefully isn't as bad as it potentially could be. And I know stuff is being forgotten, like the short you made, which I've now forgotten to upload 3 days in a row. I'm really sorry about that. Enjoy your day off. Sent you a present through PayPal? Darziak, don't you think you're doing enough? Dude, you did not have to do that, and I feel bad. You already do so much for me completely for free, and you're the last person who should be sending me money. Not too long ago, I was buying you a membership because things... Oh my God. Dude. Dude, you don't have to say that, man. Guilt tripping at this point? Not too long ago, I was buying you a membership because things were so tight for you. I'm not sure I should keep this. So that means it's massive. What, $100? 3 digits? Just refund it then. I'm not sure I should keep this, but you can talk me into it. If you think you should send it back, send it back. Money wasn't the issue last month. I was just angry at YouTube for not keeping my membership. No need to feel guilty. I'm okay financially. I love how that just shows what kind of person DSP is. Too long ago, I was buying you a membership because things were so tight for you. Things are so tight for you, you couldn't even buy a membership for doing work for me. That's what he just said there. Oh, that's a screenshot. Okay. And also, look how this works out. Look how manipulative this is. This is how easily they're manipulated. Shitty personal day. Hopefully isn't as bad as it potentially could be. And then what happens? I sent you something through PayPal. Jesus. Come on, man. This is manipulation, 100%. And it's not like DSP is forcing him to give it, but like, this is a person that's doing a fuck ton for him at this point. Just reverse it, man. It's really pitiful. Boogie is salty over the 50K. He blabbed about how you want to do a podcast with Keemstar, which detractors are surprised, even though you already said it yourself. He and Wings are sadly just desperate people who feel they need any free money they can get, no matter who from who. I am not that kind of person, so I'm way different from them. I mean, the vast majority of their viewer bases who support them are trolls who just want to see them hurt. I'm very lucky that it's not the case with me. Definitely. Singapore. How is Singapore always the first video on these? Dancing Bacons. That's DSP's favorite channel. Big up Steve Feed says, imagine doing this for free while the guy talks about making bank instead of a BMW. It's 2 PCs. Exactly. And then says, I have a lot of shit going on behind the scenes, and then sending them a present, which is clearly massive. So Hades says, I'd love to see the DMs with Craig and June. I don't think they'd mind. Make it happen, Dragon Boy. Yeah, well, here's what we know. Like, so this right here, I'm going to play this here. I believe this is now known to be Darziak. I will play it just for scientific purposes. Right here. Where is it? Right here.
This someone works with his fans who have been doxxed, are people with disabilities, are socially inept, or are just lonely.
Yeah.
This.
I think he has autism.
That's Darziak right there. So yeah, that means he did talk back and forth with June, but anyways, since Keemstar is causing trouble, here's a part of an interview where he admits to himself into all drama because that's what he wants with as his leg. Oh, giving more content for the podcast. Giving more content for the Level 1 podcast, huh? I still don't get it. A king that isn't in charge? What's the point? On a different note, the coronation of King Charles is going on right now. For me, it's such an outdated thing. Like, we don't need a monarchy in this day and age, but it's such an ingrained part of the UK. DSP then says, I still don't get it. A king that isn't in charge? What's the point? They can't even get tips. He can't even beg for tips with his kingly title. So today we finally set up for DSP's Fight and Feast. Could you whip up a banner to help me promote it for the next 2 weeks? Similar to some previous ones you've done? Nothing major needed. I'd just like to use it on the daily schedule and during the podcast. Could you whip something up real quick? Let's see, DSP's Fight and Feast. Fight and Feast. Let's see the handiwork here. Oh, they're gone. There is no thumbnail here. Did he just forget to put it on, or was it in the... Because look, Fight and Feast. It was a great event. Yeah, nothing happened, huh? Interesting. Sent you via email. Keemstar wants you to apologize for what I don't know. There's no thumbnail there, by the way. I would have showed it to you, but there's not. Unless it's this. It could be this. But that's not really Fight and Feast related. Oh, you know what? He might have made all these. Look at these. Yeah, he could. I think he made all these. Same theme, right? There you go. That makes sense, actually. There's no Fight and Feast thing here. But anyways, at this point, you have to wonder if the guy's even sane. What more do I have to say? Love all the new art. Got another idea. Can something generic be made for tier maker streams? I think I will do them twice a month. Oh, I'll show you that. So you want the tier maker thumbnail? Here we go. Oh, it was a banner for X. Oh God. Tier maker. Here is the generic tier maker that Darziak came up with. And how do we know this? Well, now we know it's because it has that border. Whenever you see this border, you know it is a Darziak special. And that is a Darziak special right there with the black border. Don't be fooled. If you see the black, you know it's Darziak. That's not true, though, because he used many colors, but it rhymed. Okay. Loved all the new arts, whatever. And then I'm doing 2 during the Fight and Feast event that are Street Fighter related. Likely a generic thumbnail artwork would be more useful, unless you actually want to do specific ones. Thanks a ton as usual, sir. I will see if tonight I can take a good pic of me in a thinking pose for you. Here's the good pose. This is a good pic of me in a thinking pose. Oh, there we go. That's what he thought. That is it. The thinking pose. Sound good? All right. Next. Blah, 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 blah. Here's both of them. Cool. Hard to pick, honestly. Those are the 2 I showed you, I think. By the way, not sure if you saw it, but after 2 hours of tough combat, Star Wars, my game crashed. I'm picking up a pair of pants, whatever. Perfect. Love the shorts. Love with these games. Compulsion. Okay, whatever. Shorts. It's the new Twitter running on a skeleton crew and budget while still trying to make money on microtransactions and subs. Apparently, Keemstar's got an interview with family and friends. Ooh, here we go. Remember this? When Keemstar totally was lying, by the way, but said he has interview with DSP's family and friends. There was no truth to that at all. As we've learned how Keemstar runs his streams. It's more promise things. It's all about the promising of things. There's no need to be delivering of things. But here we go. Apparently, Keemstar has got an interview with family and friends. Detractors were dead set on giving Keem info about your ex and Kat's sister. DSP then says, I don't care at all. I literally have nothing to fear. I've done nothing in my past that I haven't already spoken on and apologized for it if it was something misguided or messed up. I have no relatives who I've even talked to in a decade. Wow. Outside of my parents. People know the full story of John and Howard already, and there's nobody else of significance. It's just his usual bullshit, and I couldn't care less. So he hasn't talked to anyone in his family for 10 years, confirmed right there. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, new idea for shorts, whatever. He's just... Do you think Nintendo fanboys are the most toxic compared to PlayStation and Xbox? Just get a friend, man. Wow, I didn't know you put the bird things on there. When I placed 3 fans on it, they fly... Okay, huh, man? Well, that's fine then. Whatever, man. So you know how you spent 30 minutes doing that shrine puzzle? Watch this. Hey, friend. You know how you spent 30 minutes doing that shrine puzzle? And the guy's looking at you like, you're supposed to say yeah at this point. DSP says, hey, FYI, I'm going to post up the threads to nominate videos for this DSP versus the internet right now. Way earlier. So hopefully this gives others a chance. Anyways, all right, see ya. You want to respond to what he said, dude? Jesus. Righto, I think this could encourage just people to sub. Yeah. DSP does not care, sir. Also, since Craig clearly having support the haters, then he is a hypocrite. Support the haters. Okay. Also, since Craig clearly having support the haters, then he is a hypocrite. Support the haters. Oh, but not when they are doing it to me. All right. Perfectly said, Darziak. You got it. Google's being stupid. That's an easy-ass way to get a virus. I want to share this very useful Zelda tip. Come on, man. Speaking of Google being stupid, whatever. Oh, I did another test using AI to upscale ×2 double frame rate and remove the echo. Oh, hold on. The beginning of DSP Throwback is here. We've reached that part of the story. We are now on May 19th of 2023. I do want to show, when did DSP Throwback do its first video? That will let us know when this took place, like the timeline of it. The DSP Throwback was... Doesn't take long to scroll down all of them. So DSP Throwback. Again, this was all Darziak's work. Darziak was doing so much. Without Darziak, like half this shit would not have got done. And we're talking like DSP Reacts, DSP Throwback, all of the artwork for everything. He was doing everything. Everything. All right, this is January 1st of 2020. Wow. You see how long it takes to get there? January 1st of 2024 is the official relaunch announcement. It's May 19th of 2023. Thank you for pointing that out. He is definitely a one-man show. DSP likes to say he's a one-man show, and as you can see, there was no one else behind the scenes doing anything. Not making thumbnails, not making the playlists for his videos, not making what else is it? Naming of shorts, making the shorts. No one else was doing that. Oh, Darziak is the one man. That's true. It's me. Him says, Darziak was truly a model Snort Korea citizen. He loved Dear Leader with all his heart, while Dear Leader, Actoff Pigler, never really cared about him. I agree. It's very clear what happened, you know? Like, DSP showed a little bit of care in the beginning. We're talking years ago now, and that hooked Darziak in for life. Not for life, apparently, but for a long-ass time. And that just shows, man. DSP doesn't give a fuck about you. No matter what you do for him, DSP is going to turn on you. It always happens. Whether you are a real-life friend or an online friend, he will always, always, always turn on you. It's just a matter of when. And he's gonna. I just know, guys, that at some point. Now this might be the longest shot ever, but I'm 50-50 at we're at some point going to get talk about Kat as well. We got talk about Leanna. We're going to get talk about Kat too. At some point. Maybe. 50-50. She has to have somewhere to go is the problem. But if she ever finds that place to go, she would absolutely... He already kind of half turns on her when he says shit like, uses her as a pity shield for everything. But I'm saying like when she moves out, oh my God, can you imagine? Yeah, I had to stick to the strict schedule because she had to sleep. And I'm doing great content with Wings on the phone. Then she comes down and says, like, I have to sleep. And I get it. She has to work. But I mean, come on. That kind of shit. But we'll see. 50-50. 50-50. Anyways, so I think about it. I wonder if it matters any more length of the video. Okay, just so you know, I'm still interested in taking your old videos from the hard drive and stitching them together into long form ones. This is the initial idea of DSP Reacts. Does anyone have any idea how old Darziak is? I do not, but I know we are now in his 9th year of fandom. In 2023, where he is in his 9th year of fandom of DSP. So I would say late 20s or mid 20s is just a safe guess, but I do not have any idea. Okay. No one will sub and will unsub if they... oh, here we go. So DSP says, I have to think about it. I wonder if it even matters anymore, the length of a video. Okay? Darziak says, no one will sub and will unsub if they start getting a flood of 10-minute videos in their inbox. Some complain even now with inbox flooding with your 1-hour videos. He then says, that's true. But that's why I'm considering changing KO Gaming to DSP Classics and using the channel as an archive of the forgotten old stuff. Maybe put fresh eyes on it and use clips montages to attract attention. Okay, cool. DSP Classics. That sounds fun. Darziak says I did another test with AI upscaling. Okay. Oh my God, I clicked forward and the first thing I said was, how about a hand job to warm me up for this mission? I swear to God, I was such an idiot. Anyways, that's very interesting. It just mutes out all the echoing background noise. That's what he just said. Okay, here's a playlist for DSP versus the Internet this week. That was just the humor you did back then. Thanks for the playlist. Trending number 2 for gaming because, drama equals games. Okay. Messages we can't see. Made thumbnails for 2. Just added them. Here's a thumbnail for the fighter tier maker. Really top-notch work on these. I'm going to use them a lot. So special thanks, man. There's so much to the game. It's easily 100 hours. Oh, look at this. Just a heads up. There is a channel that just restreams your channel with no commentary. Who is he talking about? What? Who's that? Oh my God. What is this, raw fill? Yes, that is true. DSP would bitch about the time it took him to prepare the playlist for DSP Reacts, and it wasn't even him doing it. To be fair to him, he was the one that made the playlists, but that's just clicking buttons. That's the easiest thing on earth to do, okay? Darziak did all of the extra stuff after that. Okay. But then Darziak says, I hope Kat doesn't lose her job as fucktards took your words of Kat at work and mall and nailed it down to phoning security there to see if a wheel was stolen. I'm expecting people are going to flood with phone calls where she works, saying all sorts to get her fired. Yeah, we're aware of it. Yikes. So that For You button I showed on the 18th has gone now. Okay, whatever. There's always to remove stuff. In the last 5 minutes of the video, I got hit by a laser. Perfect. Upload this tomorrow. Have you considered using your Slytherin hat for Zelda streams? Oh, Darziak finally coming in clutch with a good idea. Hold on. Have you considered using your Slytherin? That's what I said it like him. He wrote it that way, audio style listeners. It's him saying that, not me. Okay. Have you considered using your Slytherin hat for Zelda streams? It's green and somewhat in theme to classic Link green. Great idea. Slytherin. Mind if I slither in? Okay. I thought that was the best joke of all time when that first came out, whenever that was. Anyways. Playlist, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. I can't believe Cyberpunk started this trend. Someone had a Donkey Kong TV series. Yeah, I watched Beast Wars, and it's awful now. No rush on this request, but it would be really cool to have a Street Fighter-related border for the podcast to coincide with the Street Fighter launch next week. And I suspect I'll be playing it for a while, too. Okay, that means the Street Fighter Level 1 podcast was made by Sir Darziak. You want to see that one? That was the one with all of the... let's see. That was the one with the stupid characters all over the sides. You know it. This is 2023. You know the one he's talking of. That one. I'll find. Now I'm this far. I gotta find it. It is Merry Christmas. He's made so much. Oh my God. Look how much Darziak has made. It is unbelievable. And then he gets locked into this format. Okay, here it is. I finally found it. But then Darziak gets locked into this kind of format, and there's like a lot of them like that. There. Oh, and it also has the Darziak border, so we know it as well. There we go. This is the Darziak made Street Fighter thumbnail for you there. And there's many games that use this exact format going forward, okay? So that's how we know it's him. And as you can see, he also does it for Fall Gout. Here is Fall Gout. And you can see... Oh, no. This is Dark Souls. Dark Souls and Fall Gout, right? Or no, what is that? Oh, that's Fall Gout. Fall Gout characters and then Fall Gout enemies. There you go. So Darziak really liked this one. Anyways, I'm thinking of doing a Street Fighter Classic and Modern. I can only fit 5 on each side for the Classic. Oh, you mean this? So tell me which ones you mean. How about all 8 originals? And then just pick 2 random for the last 2. Okay, let's see what you chose, Darziak. For the 2 randoms. So he chose... Sagat's not in the original, right? And the Dictator. There you go. That's his 2 great... Well, Dictator's in the original. Which ones did he choose? Saga and By... Oh, I was right. I shouldn't have questioned myself. Never should doubt myself. Added just animation. Thanks. Oh, $10 animation's been added. Okay. Any chance of getting 1 to 2 Street Fighter animations? I can't really think of anything I could do for Street Fighter animations. I edited the pre-stream footage. FYI. Okay, that animation is perfect. Blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Boring, boring, boring. Outside of that, generic thumbs. There are 18, and I know I'll be doing in-lab training. Oh my God, 18 thumbnails? I need a thumbnail for each person. Jesus. I need a thumbnail for each person? All right, keep going. That's cool. I think I'm losing way more with Honda. Man, I bet I lost more than I won today with Honda. Guess we'll see. And I got my ass handed to me with Lily until the last 30 minutes. This will kill my record. One thing different here is after the first 9 videos, there's one ultra member video that's actually at the very end of the playlist. Whatever, you can't do the playlist right. I did absolutely awful tonight with DJ. So he's coping. He's coping with to Darziak about his losses in a video game. And you know Kat gets the same story too. God damn it. Okay, new experiments. Nice, all my vids are 12K. So that would definitely look better for me. Likely a scattered rollout. Because V-Town Hood. Okay, so for some very weird reason, YouTube refused to save the thumbnail for part 1. Oh, wow, never mind. I just had to fool it. I just had to fool it. Interesting. Okay, whatever. Twitch is just awful. So glad I left when I did. Oh, would you really call that leaving? Yeah, get your ass fired. I'm so glad I left that company. They didn't respect me. Yeah, that's why they fired you, actually. It's pretty cool, though. It's like you get dumped. So glad I broke up with her when I did. She wasn't worth it. She turned out to be crazy. Didn't she break up with you? Shut up. Anyways, get on that thumbnail, dumb fuck. If you get a chance, it would be awesome to have an updated win. Oh my god, he made those two? He made those two? If you get a chance, it would be awesome to have an updated win-loss record for Street Fighter. He's keeping track of all those? He's keeping track of all those too? Oh my god, Darziac. What are you doing? What are you doing? Everything possible? Is there anything you didn't do? Oh my god, did you order DoorDash for him too? Oh, I thought Jack's Rack. Well, we should get a mention of Jack Raxer if that's the case, Superfluous. Let's see. If you get a chance, it would be awesome to have an updated win-loss record for Street Fighter 6 for the podcast today. But that's 3 hours to sift through. So don't do it if it's a bit too much to tackle. I understand. Watch 3 hours of me playing a fighting game and keep track of my win-loss record. There goes that theory, by the way, Superfluous Moniker. There goes that fucking theory. No shade, by the way, but just saying. There goes that theory. Watch 3 hours and let me know my win-loss record, dude. Come on. Big ups. Scumdog Josh says, those nobodies over at street side scrollers just got a deal with MSN BTW. Nice one, Kate. Oh, they did? There you go. Craig in the house. Here we go. This is what I got to say about that, though.
Make it make sense.
Mickey Thor says, don't forget he's typing these while cuddling his Smaug body pillow. I used to have a dragon sound. Did I get rid of that? Where's my Skyrim dragon roar? Would be good to have. But I like when DSP brings up the fact that, like, he says side scrollers brought him on for more views and to get attention. It's like, yeah, that's what you do. That's why you have interviews with people on any show on earth, whether it be TV or internet. You have people on your show to get people to watch your show. That's what you do it for. Like it's some kind of cut down. You know what I mean? Could you believe it? They brought me on just because they wanted a view boost. Yeah, that's the point of it. Uh-huh. Keep going. Okay, anyways. Okay, so here are the players for the week. Blah, blah, blah. Managed to pull some of the losses as managed to pull the same amount of losses as last time. Ooh, Revutek USA is starting a dangerous path. He's using an AI with your voice to say stupid things. Ooh. Yeah, I don't care. If anything happens, I'll sue him, and he won't be happy. Just because I haven't done anything yet to this point doesn't mean defamation slander is legal. He'll get fucked in court if it comes to it. Whoa! Big man! Holy shit! You serious? This guy's tough. So today we decided to call the upcoming marathon event DSP's DSP. Or DSP squared, or DSP to the second power, which stands for DSP's Digital Summer Party. Sure would be great to get some promo art for it, and I can start advertising, pushing it on the streams. More shit to do, Darziac. Ooh, Darziac. A little bit of a pushback here. Hang on. I don't have a Darziac voice yet. I need to find my voice with Darziac. I'm gonna be honest with you. Why turn into a petulant child over the whole lightning thing? You're just hurting your fans who want to see you play this and turning them away. It really was painful for me to watch after hearing that. Oh. Darziac DSP then says, that's exactly what I'm going to do. But I'm really worried that people will stop showing up for it. Zelda is a great game, but I'm having a very tough time justifying it being as long as it is. There are far too many games releasing that are just overly long. The more I play it, I think Zelda, the Tears of the Kingdom would have been better if it were half as long. There's a lot of bloat to the open world that doesn't seem necessary unless you are purposefully looking for a time waster game. And it's not just Zelda. It seems to be an ongoing thing with RPGs in general. There used to be quality over quantity. Now it's just sheer non-stop quantity. If half the stuff in a game is skippable, that's likely an issue for me. Don't do it then. Oh my God, just don't do it. And by the way, some games you can say that for, but Tears of the Kingdom is not one of them. And the only one that is like that is collecting the fucking the nuts or whatever. What do they call it? Deku nuts. And that's like so obviously nothing. And they on purpose, the seeds, yeah. They on purpose make the prize nothing because they don't want you to like go out of your way to do that shit because it's insane. That's why they do that. But that game, okay, I'm not going to stick up for the Tears of the Kingdom, but that game is not that. That is not that. Not the case for Tears of the Kingdom. Okay. Oh, we're not done. Holy shit, hold on. Oh, God. Okay. There we go. Yeah, and the seeds do have a function as well. You're right. You add your storage space. But I think if you just play normally, picking them up when you kind of see them, you get enough, you know? Like, you don't have to go out of your way to get more. Anyways. The lightning thing is hilarious. I should be able to joke, criticize whatever I want in any game. I do think the lightning thing is stupid, as it adds nothing. What is the point of unequipping and re-equipping equipment because of weather? It not added challenge. It's just meaningless tedium to make the game longer, and it's not needed. The fact some dunces turned it into a meme shows how out of touch people have become with what should be fun about video games. It's not even a big or serious criticism. It's just an off-the-cuff thing I should be allowed to say. To hell with being afraid that morons will meme it further. I'm allowed to joke around and say what I want in my content. I have completely stopped paying attention to what people outside of my streams have been saying, doing, and it had significantly stopped drama from happening. These people are just talking amongst themselves, making shit content, and that's how it's going to stay. I'll talk about this a bit on today's podcast as well. He is really seething about Darziak's comment and the memeing going on. He is seething. He's so hot. Writing to Darziak paragraphs. Actually, you're wrong, Darziak, and here's why. And then he says the exact same shit on the podcast, you know. I'm not going by what others are saying on this. I can't do a British accent. I'm not going to try. I'm not going by what others are saying on this topic. I'm bashing it. I'm Australian, mate. I'm bashing it on how I felt watching his Zelda video earlier today. Jeez, and I'm not even there yet. And my point is, will I even get there? Why is this game designed to be such a dragged out experience as if it's the only thing you'll be playing for months? I don't like how every game is doing this. It's not just Zelda. Every RPG, except you, to give its undivided attention, expects you to give it its undivided attention, and that's an issue, IMO. As for pleasing all the fans, I don't know how to do that. Especially when I'm torn in so many directions I can't focus. I forgot what a cooking pot looked like. I forgot what a cooking pot looked like. And had to run around town for 15 minutes and so find out what last night. There's so much going on in a short period of time, and I'm really getting tired of it. We had 3+ months of nothing, then everything all at once, and I can't juggle it all. That's my favorite. There's so much going on. What is going on? He forgot what a cooking pot looked like. So he had to run around town for 15 minutes. What's a cooking pot? I gotta write that one down. Cooking pot. So much shit's going on. What the hell's a pot? Where's the fucking pots? Where's the pots? He's going crazy, coping and seething over pots. What's a pot? What's a pot? I think you have to... Well, I think you just have to pick one RPG at a time in the future. Or do a poll in future games that are coming out from now in 1 to 2 months. No, I'm not even going to try. I think the younger kind of annoying nerd guy's better. Starfield did a better job at showing what it was unlike last year, so I recommend on watching it when you have the time. I'm going to watch the whole thing in its entirety tonight with Kat. Oh, with Kat. We have an activity with Kat. They're going to watch Starfield. Future of games. Sorry, Phil, but consoles got shafted to 30 with Starfield. Jesus Christ. Thanks. Just seen this, how the tables have turned. Oh, let's see this. Nope, it's gone. DSP makes a joke, it's awful. When someone is joking about a church burning, it's okay. Oh, you know who he's talking about. Yeah, you know who he's talking about? Ooh. Moving along. That's why I said I don't like her personality in any way, guys. But you know who he's talking about. Wow, nice. Thanks for the tips. Think I did good with Marissa. Wait, scroll up. I missed something. Since it's Pride. Oh, okay. Excuse me. I missed Pride Month. I did miss Pride Month. I never want to miss Pride Month. DSP makes a joke. It's awful with someone else burning. It's okay. That was when Review Tech and was fighting with Melanie Mack, by the way, for those that don't know. Remember they did that big Scream session there? That was that one. That was on Side Scrollers, by the way. That's when she still was on Side Scrollers. Then... Since it's Pride Month, I thought a Pride overlay could work. No response. Got some tips for Zelda. Sidon's powers were great in the Death Mountain area. Fire, like, if you need tips for fucking Breath of the Wild, dude. DSP says, wow, thanks for those tips. Think I did good with Marissa today. At least it seemed that way. A complete flip from the last character. Nice! Another counting of the thing. So this is interesting. Decided to make it short. Awesome. Thanks. I'll use it ASAP. Just watch that. Interesting. If Word on Game Pass, I would do it. No mention of the Pride overlay. Are we actually doing a repeat of Mixer? You'd hope not. Twitch. You would hope not. Twitch needs lasting competition. Blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I forgot about Sonic for Hire. Blah, blah. Still no internet here. Damn, that sucks. Internet went down. Emailed the thumbnails. Ooh, listen to this. You've got to stop with this guilt tripping your audience, man. It's a slow stream. This is my slowest Street Fighter stream. If you can't support, well, I'm screwed. I appreciate the apology. Come on! What's this? Where's the apology? What the fuck is this? I appreciate the apology. Where's the apology? Gotta admit, while you're away on the loo, I wish I had mod powers to ban something, the spamming jerk. I guess maybe he could have apologized on stream. He could have. Oh, Captain Sleb said he did. Okay, there you go. A lot of people are saying he did. Okay. He could have. Sorry. Oh, wow, nice. Saw this picture. But I mean, how many times now has Darziak himself called him out for his guilt trip in the audience? And he's still being a good cuck boy, though. You don't care that much, huh? June released a new video covering Machinima. Oh, that's not surprising at all. I watched a little bit. Yeah, Jade has been saying that all along. Jade says... so Jade said that DSP looks like MK9's Shang Tsung. Let's see if that's true. Shang Tsung. MK9. Let's see what you guys think. Thanks, Jade. Let's check on Jade's thoughts. It's now time for another of Jade's thoughts. Do, 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 do. Oh, yeah, I've showed this on stream before. DSP wishes. DSP wishes. This guy looks like he could beat your ass. That's the problem. But thanks. He has a goatee. He does, Jade. He does have a goatee. Good association there. Explodey Jesus says, Suffa Dragon Boy. Fucking dent. Jay Chillin says, super late, sorry, but what started all this? Jay Chillin? Quick recap. Darziak first reached out to DSP in 2014 for hints for games. That went on for a few years. And then DSP did respond very, very affectionately, let's say, when Darziak stopped showing up to streams. And he even said, where you been? I hope you're doing well. Darziak then shared that he was in the hospital, and DSP did act like a human and say, I hope you're doing okay. We even say, hope things are going well for you, hope things are doing better for you. And then that seemed to lock Darziak into a lifetime of servitude in his mind, because then Darziak started doing more and more stuff. And then it became this thing where Darziak's now doing everything. So we're at the point now where Darziak is doing everything. Fluctuating Miasma is saying, why did Duncan decide to release all this? It started with Darziak saying, I need to take a break from all this. And that break started with, what was it? What was the first time he had to take a break? Was it the, he said in these DMs too later, he says, it's getting a bit too much. It's too much for me. DSP leaked Darziak's name when he showed his OBS settings. That's how we knew it. And then he also leaked the real name of Duncan on his stream as well. We saw that live here happen. And then something, what was the thing? There was one thing recently where Darziak said, I'm going to take a second. He said on Twitter, remember that, guys? He said on Twitter, I'm done with him for now. And it was when some kind of lore came out, but I can't remember what that was exactly. Right? And then, snake eating. That's it. It was a snake eating thing. And then after the snake eating, he still was kind of in there doing stuff, but not really doing everything. And then finally, DSP made fun of him. And Darziak put that on his own Twitter. So if you want to see that, I'll show you that. Oh, my cringe was there again. This.
An editor who knows what they're doing. Actually having an editor who knows what they're doing a good job putting out highlights and, different kinds of videos for me. I'm not putting...
That was it. So it was, now I finally have an editor who knows what they're doing, despite the fact that, as you can see, Darziak has done a shit ton of editing for years. Gave him a present on PayPal of hundreds of dollars, let's say, at least $100. DSP's not saying that for 50. And DSP still said that shit. So that is what happens. That is what happens.
Actually having an editor who knows what they're doing.
There you go. And Darziak did say, when, Darziak would show up every once in a while in here, and obviously everyone's saying, release the DMs, or no one cares, Dragon Boy, all this stuff, as you do. And Darziak said he doesn't want to betray DSP because DSP cared about him when he was going through a tough time. He did say that. But then, what happens? DSP talks shit about him, and then you get what you asked for. You get what's coming to you in this world. And there it is. And that's why we have these beautiful DMs now to read for the next week. So anyways, moving forward positively here. Bad Electrician. That looks like Handsome Tom, doesn't it? All right, moving on. Here's the standard members list. More wins than losses. I have to say, you're so negative at the end of the round. Even when you win, you're sighing or complaining. Like it's rare to hear you say anything good. No response. You can just cut with this shit, Darziak. We don't give a shit about that. I'm watching your Zelda video and I see you found the location of the Master Sword. I gave you a heads up about the Gerudo boss fight? Oh my god, dude. You can't trust anything that he does on his games plays not leaked, man. Every single game he plays, he's probably told what to do. Look at this. Just let your heads up on the Gerudo boss fight. Like, that shit's hard. DSP is not streaming. He's off today and tomorrow, which is good timing for us, actually. Thanks for the heads up. I just saw Asmongold react to you talking about him, and he basically says you're not wrong, and why did people want to see this? LOL. So it's not bad? Interesting, DSP assumed to be bad. Hear that? So it's not bad? I'll watch it tonight then. I think he was reasonable and made a good counterpoint to the 3 days playing a game nonstop and take 3 days off. Oh, what's this? Nope. I want to share this channel with you, Turkey Tom. All right, this is the Turkey Tom channel. Jesus, good job, Philip. Oh, DSP, you're going to love this. You have a 1 million view video, DSP. That's awesome. Congratulations. It's a 1 million. Oh, shit. This is Turkey Tom's channel. Son of a bitch. Well, you'll get there. Anyways, I never heard of Turkey Tom before. Also, I was planning on skipping Baldur's Gate already. So Aaron from the Game Grump does a lot of things similar to you. I think he gets a pass because there is someone with him to reflect on. When you blew up and died, it becomes DSP did a stupid thing, but when Aaron does it, it's just another oopsie. You can see in the comments how different it is. Yes, because Aaron from Game Grumps doesn't threaten and call the developers assholes. That's a big difference, Darziak. I know it's tough for you to pick up on things like this, but come on. I could easily watch this video and see how it's, and go through the reasons different, but I mean, come on. Anyways. Let's be honest. It's the same for absolutely everyone. I've been laid into the person to hate for no good reason, no matter what I do. Everyone else could do whatever, and it's all jokes. I really hope this isn't true. Resident Evil really didn't need a remake. And that was in 2005. This is so stupid and greedy. Weird. I would believe it. Here's the Ultra members list. Oops, wrong link. What was that link? Sign-in link. No. Someone would have found that already. No. Could it be? No. Darziak says, despite the match losses, you didn't lose too much rounds over wins. Asmongold reacted to you again. LOL, cool. Yeah, I'm not going to do this former reactor talk about it again. I'm just too busy. Good to see the guy is good-natured and not being toxic to me for no good reason. Apparently, it's very un-American to have your flag hanging the wrong way. Yeah, it's not a real flag, you dumbass. It's a decoration I bought at a store, and it doesn't have two sides. If I flip it, it's blank. People are just morons and want to nitpick anything on my streams. It's not even a real flag, dumb shit. Hello, sir. Could you do me a favor? Oh my god. Okay, we'll get to it. Hello, sir. I need you to do more free shit for me. For all these things to corrupt, the video of the dinner my wife made me... Of all the things to get corrupted. Hello, sir. Could you do me a favor? Of all the things to corrupt, the video of the dinner my wife made me corrupted, and I can't play or upload it to YouTube. Do you think corruption gives a fuck about what's on the actual video? Why? Imagine that thought coming into your mind. This is a video about food. This shouldn't get corrupt. It's not even gameplay. Zeros and ones in the file, analyzing each other. We're food right now, right? Okay, yeah. That's fucked up. Let's corrupt. Let's get corrupted. Go, go, go. All right, anyways. Because the stream is so long, you won't let me edit it out as separate video. Would you be able to download the stream archive and edit out the meal video? It happens just after the first batch of Street Fighter 6 gameplay, which is Honda. So that's around the 5-hour, 55-minute mark or so. If you can get that for me, it will make my wife and I really happy. Thanks. And if no problem, just let me know. What? Why do we need this for my wife? I know this is just to make him do it, but like, why? Interesting. That's weird. That's strange. That's a screenshotter. Huh. Why would that matter? Very strange, huh? Let's see if this link works. Over here, my incognito. No, it does not. Private. Anyways, thank you so much, sir. I'll get some precedent. Oh, it's already 1 o'clock. Oh my god. All right, so no recap today. Clearly, let's just keep doing this. I think tomorrow night we'll pause on quartering. You know what I'm saying? Well, we'll see. We'll see actually, because who knows? Tomorrow we're gonna talk about all this shit again for 3+ hours. We might get messaged out, so the quartering might be fun tomorrow night. We'll see. No promises on tomorrow night, but I definitely want to keep going with this. Okay. Anyways, thanks for the animation. Got to figure it out. Blah blah. No, the quartering, the stuff around the quartering, right? We're not just watching the interview. What are you, nuts? We're doing all the lore leading up to the quartering thing. But anyways, blah blah. But the recap is good though, because he doesn't hit the goal and there's a lot of begging. So we'll how about this? We'll go until 1:30 and then we'll do the recap after that for the chaser, and then we'll do Pogmata and call it a good day. Unchinu says, so like no smoking style lady lore in here? No, not really. He said he didn't care about it. So Darziak did mention Kat's sister, but there wasn't much talk about it, sadly. Okay. Next up, Pigpen Lord Dirt says he left Twitch the same way he left Kino Casino. Yes, by snake eating them. Okay, next up, Sneefeed says, so he learned from the Rambo Howard video, as long as there isn't a contract signed, he could work you for free. Exactly. That's what he learned. No contract, I can pay you $10 and call it a fucking day. And take your presents too. Looks like Larian. Or take steps to romance in games. For context, is a druid who uncontrollably turned to a bear until player choice lets you enjoy that or not. It's a good stunt to get people talking about the game. Absolutely. Oh, is this foreshadowing? My friends? I wanna make love to this bear. He was warned of the bear. What the fuck, man? Anyway, here are the playlists for tomorrow. You know that guy at work you do this to, right? When they tell you a long-ass story. Anyways, can we hear the files I need? What the fuck, man? You know, like, it's kind of a game. When you're at work with somebody at the bank, I had someone at the bank like this, where all they do is tell stories and you get tired of it. But you can't, like, say, like, I don't like your story, so stop telling them. But you develop strats, you know? Like strats to avoid being in the same place. You know. When you're bored, when you're at work, you're very bored. And I don't know about you guys, but I develop strats to avoid all parts of work I don't like talking to people that tell stories I don't give a shit about. So what you do is, like, you try to see how short you can make it so maybe he gets the point. Like, what the fuck, man? Anyways, here are the playlists I need for tomorrow. Thank you. And then just walk away. But they still don't get it. That's the thing. Iron Reaper says, it would be great if Phil... it would be great if Phil's Would You Kindly. Mm-hmm. A little Bioshock lore for you. Ant Dog says, Darziak's voice should be the pitched down, mysterious voice. Pitched down, mysterious voice? I don't know if that fits the vibe. He's too cool. Mysterious is cool. All right, good. Moving on. We got to move on. Remind me at 1:30. No. 1:25. I'm doing the recap with the night stream only. Fuck day stream. Okay. Blah blah. Tips. Since you react to Samurai Jack, new series called Primal, he's giving him recommendations on things to watch. Someone came to the late stream and said there was a bunch of retro games getting remade. Clock Tower, Elon and his scheming. When you sent me this, I checked and mine was already set to the top option. Doesn't make checks, whatever. Oh, great. Already got 2 messages in my DMs from random trolls. Maybe I do have to turn it to follow only. No, that's not true. I've played a few games in my day. Not these days, but in my day. Here's how you did with Luke. Perfect, thanks. Dear Darziak, counting wins and losses again. Not sure if you've seen this, but a lot of game devs have comments to this. Quite a debate about it. Interesting. Ooh, what a unique situation. Because honestly, a lot of people will not be playing the game because it's mostly a focus mostly on a PC base. The console version comes out later and isn't as much of a focus. And even the type of RPG isn't mainstream. So a lot of people won't get it. I doubt most of my stream audience would get it. All right. So what are they talking about here? Let's see what this is. The tweet is about Baldur's Gate 3. It still is Baldur's Gate 3. I doubt most of my stream audience would like it. Yet here are people outright debating if the game will change the face of all RPGs in the future. Personally, I think the RPG needs a good shakeup. Witcher 3. Sawyer, whatever. Fully in VO. That's why I worry players, viewers, specs showing. Okay, don't care. There's a lot of talk. Yeah, thanks for all that. And yeah, there's no way it would work for me, sadly. Not gonna work, bitch. Looks like you dodged a bullet not touching Diablo 4 Season 1. Wow, really? After all those people telling me to do it? I bet it will be nothing at all like the game. Borderlands. Do you have access to your old vlogging channel? I believe I still do. It sucks those videos are all private. I did watch a ton of these back in retrospective that I did years back. Blah, blah. Blah. Ooh. This is probably... Remember the screenshot that shows the DSP through the years? I think that's what that is. This is awesome. Are the dates correct? I swear I didn't grow the beard until I'd been laid off. Maybe I'm misremembering. It's been so damn long. Something like this would be crazy to watch from start to finish and see me change so much. My God, I was so fat. Huh? You were laid off in September 2010 and had the beard in October of 2010. Yeah, get it right, dumb fuck. Oh my God. Look at that meatball. Oh, that's a meatball. That's an Italian meatball. That makes sense for me. I also grew up my hair long for the first time that fall. Since you brought up Crunchyroll on my podcast, I highly recommend on giving JoJo a watch. He's really recommending the JoJo. Darn, just started the stream. Okay, whatever. Oh, speaking of anime, Chu has gotten me into Jujutsu Kaisen. And we're still in season 1. I'm not quite sure yet I'm into it, but I'm trying my best. Okay. Trying my best, but I'm not sure yet. Chu likes it, but I'm not sure yet. I'm into it, but I'm not in yet. I'm not in yet. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. Season 1's kind of... Okay, moving on. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Too much action. Too fast-paced, too much action. No, not to make this anime talk. But, you know, I'm not the biggest anime fan, so it takes a special kind of one for me to get into it. Like, for example, Demon Slayer wasn't really my thing. I can say that now. I've seen the whole series. The movie was very awesome and had very cool moments. But actually, it wasn't, like, my favorite. One thing I don't like that anime does is in the middle of fights, they'll say, like, oh, yeah, well, you didn't know I had this power. I can also turn my fists into knives at the drop of a hat if it's raining outside. Did you forget about that? And then they do it. And then they win because of that new power they didn't tell us about. Like, well... you know what I mean? Makes sense? and so far, Jujutsu Kaisen is like all that. Like, so much that. I know One Piece has that as well. But it's just too much that for me. There's a line. There's a limit! Okay, moving on. Let's see. Let's get to our next natural ending arc, and then we'll kind of stop for the day. Blah 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 blah. Here's the shorts. What people this is so fucking cringe, dude. Dude, people really want me to make a short from GTA tonight. Tell me one message anyone sent about please make a short out of this. Like, no one's saying this. Please make a short out of this, DSP. Everyone's saying it in chat. Really? Really? Okay. You should try Packy, blah, blah. Blah, blah. You have no idea what's going on. Wow, really good progress. Oh, wait, what's going on? Here's the progress so far. Wow, really good progress. Now you can really tell how messed up stuff was from 2015 to 2017 just on my face. And you can see my weight loss that started in 2019. Pretty great work. You can show... You're showing how much I'm losing weight. Pretty great work. Got a video of LTG talking about you. Visual, it's a clusterfuck of a mess, but you listen to DSP most another guy talking over the watching the stream. Expect insults on everything about you. Hilarious. So a bit of clarity, he does do a full screen of the game when he feels like it, judging by the clips. What's funny, I watched 12 hours ago and tweeted about it, blah, blah. Made this for you to laugh. LTG responded to DM and blocked me, but never actually listened to anything I said. Still thinks my stream quality is awful, and obviously didn't watch anything. Yes. So why did you change your entire life based on that? This is when, by the way, oh, this would be good for record-keeping purposes. So this is July 24th of 2023. Let's see if I can find the very first Hawaiian shirt. It wouldn't be right after this, right? That would be very cringe. So I'm definitely hoping it's not right after LTG made fun of how you look, right? It wouldn't be. Couldn't be. Could not be. Where's the fucking level 1 podcast playlist? So annoying. Here it is. All right, I'm looking at behind the scenes as we go. That was July 3rd of 2023. Oh yeah, it's now or never. So I'm gonna search for it right now. Hold on. All right, so he has them in 2024, confirmed. Initial D, I've never seen. I know it's the car one, right? I have, like games, I haven't played most. Okay. July 23rd. Okay. Dude. Okay, so when is the first mention of LTG? Okay, so this video right here, guys. Oh, look. Okay, look. Okay. So, this is the best way to show you. Okay. All right. So as you can see, we still have gaming shirts, all right? So here's the thing. It's not lining up exactly for me yet, so we could check it behind the scenes of when LTG actually said this. But July 11th, 2023, okay? And just for the record, if you look down here, it's July 24th when Darziak brings it up. Now, I don't know when this video came out, okay? But it could have been a while before this, right? Look at DSP 2 years ago, 1,000 views on the Level 1 podcast. Yep. Not doing that anymore. I'll show you the last, just so you don't think I'm cherry picking. This is what the views are now of the Level 1 podcast. And this is only Level 1 podcast. This is not the, whatever it's called, the morning show. This is all Level 1 podcast here. As you can see, there's been a distinct dip in views. But anyways, here we go. This is 1,000 view. And we're going to scroll down here. July 11th. Okay, let's scroll down. We're going to scroll down. Okay, here we go. Okay, July 12th, we still have gamer shirts. July 13th, the very first Hawaiian-style shirt to be worn on the Level 1 podcast is July 13th. So, when exactly did LTG bring it up? Okay, because this one here, Darziak brought it up on the 24th. Okay, the 24th it says here. Now, when did that show up, though? When did LTG actually mention him is the question, right? That's the question. We'll have to dig into that later, but this video is privated now, so we can't find it there, but anyways, moving on. That's funny, though. Okay, next. Not heard of him, but watching a little bit. He's a cool guy. Who's this? Oh, another streamer. Okay. Oh, Sajam. Yeah, I remember him. He's a cool guy. Basically, he has assured DSP haters. Something said anyone who hate watches should think about how they're wasting their life. Yeah. Wow, I love it. But I definitely don't want it to get claimed. I bet it's going to do pretty well. I was planning on debuting it during the retrospective marathon, but also uploading it as a standalone vid. So if that music could be swapped or something that won't be claimed, it would be perfect. Maybe a cover of it or something? Or maybe a remixed classic of Street Fighter theme that won't get claimed? Oh, this is it. Replace the music. All right, let's see this video. DSP Over Time, made by Darziak, for Darziak enjoyers. Here we go. You ready? This is DSP Over Time. We'll finish with this and then we'll pick it up again. But okay. There we go. For Darziak, by Darziak. Go!
Hello everyone, DSP here. Bet you're probably shocked that we're finally meeting face to face, although you kind of look like my camera, which is a little odd. But anyway.
There you go. It's a remixed Street Fighter like you asked for. Okay.
I used to have a channel on YouTube called Darziac Phil. Extremely popular, had over 76 million views, had just about to hit 60,000 subscribers, and then YouTube shut me down. Subscribers, and then YouTube shut me down.
Wow! Wow! It's a mugshot. Yes, you're here for your parole hearing. You understand that everything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law? Please tell us how you think you've been rehabilitated over the last 2 years, sir. Go ahead. La Modica says, DSP seems to truly have agoraphobia. I can say it. Big ups La Modica trying to trick me. I think he does, though. Adult with a business degree says, do you think DSP meant to insult him? No. DSP can't tell what other people will take from what he says, you know? So I don't think DSP is actively trying to insult Darziak when he said shit like, I was paying for your shit when you were tough on money. But he doesn't know how social interaction, right? Yes. As Darziak says, there you go. Velvet in the house says, in case anyone still doesn't think this is a cult, we've seen love bombing, thought and relationship control, manipulation, and isolation. Filbert pioneering the art of an uncharismatic cult leader. Yeah, that's the weird part. He's not even charismatic or good looking, right? You got to be one of those things, right? Even the, what's the guy with the Kool-Aid? Jones? Jack Jones? James Jones? John Jones? Something Jones. He had a way of speaking about him. You know what I'm saying? He could speak. Jim Jones. You know? He had a way of speaking, even though he wasn't the attractive gentleman. You know? You got to have something, right? Even the guy from the space one. It sounded like he had something, you know? Yeah, maybe we do go to space, you know? Maybe that would be kind of cool. Cream Pie says, what if videos don't get corrupted, but that's what DSP told Darziak, just have him clip and upload the videos? Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, this one's corrupted. Can you make it? Make my wife happy. All right, here we go. This is the one he says, I just got back from eating dinner with my parents, so that's why I'm bloated.
Bottom line is this, I went to work today and they laid me off. So I no longer have a full-time job. I'm unemployed. What's going on, everyone? DSP here with another
the beginning of the beard.
Episode of DSP's Inbox.
Look at the poof. The poof. Holy crap, this is what my hair looks like straight out of the shower. Do you look in the mirror before you make a video? Huh. All right, I'm sending this one to King Jad right now. Here we go. He can use this one, I think, better than me. Sent.
Here we go. Okay. Here we go. So we are not only streaming this, we are also doing direct capture for YouTube. So this is going to be a great opportunity for us to stream and then test the quality of the video on YouTube later.
I feel like I'm in the future, Phil.
Or
Fly cars will be coming
or
by.
5 years ago when everyone started doing direct feed and I didn't.
Yes, exactly.
Welcome to the stream and or to YouTube. We are recording this for YouTube as well, like we always do. And welcome to our brand new home in Washington State. I've been DDoS attacked for about 4 days straight. It started back on Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, non-stop, I was DDoS attacked. I take that back. 5
Celebrating the DDoS video? What a moment. Thanks for including this.
days straight, because it also continued into Tuesday. I was DDoS attacked by someone who had my IP address. Today, as I was streaming Batman Arkham Knight earlier,
Swatted.
someone
Another great highlight.
called my local police department and told them that I was either in the process of murdering or had murdered my girlfriend and her parents. And the bottom line is, this is a major crime. This is not a prank. This is not a joke.
Darziak added this. An Ohio gamer gets prison time over a swatting call that led to a man's death. That's a Darziak edition.
This is not trolling. This is not criticism. This is attempted murder. That is what swatting is. Because what you're trying to do is disrupt someone's business to the point where they could physically be harmed. I was lucky that I called them ahead of time.
Sad music? Do the sad music. It's like he's dead now. What are you doing this, Darziak?
Oh, the camera's on.
He was the best e-bagger there was. Some argued he did it too much. But you can say he was dedicated to the grift more than anyone else would be. He leaves behind
Phil
no...
and Kat here,
Oh.
and welcome to a special video that we've been planning on working on for a while. Kat has been living with me now for a month. Yeah, in fact, as of tonight, well, as of midnight tonight, you'll
We have touched each other one time. We shook hands earlier. It was very fun.
have been here exactly 1 month.
Yeah.
In Washington living with me. In the last year, I have made a very conscious effort to basically try to separate what I consider to be kind of my work life, my online streaming, my videos
I like when Kat goes, oh God, here we go with this.
on YouTube from my personal life.
Oh God, how many times have I heard this one? Philip leaves behind no family, but wants you to remember the good times more than the bad. He always said laughing at him is okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And
I'd
that
like
it
to
was never
introduce
his
you to
fault.
Our pet. Oh, he's playing with this. Oh, here we go. Here's our pet.
How much did this cost?
Yeah, here we go. Perfect. This is Jasper, ladies and gentlemen. Jasper the cat.
Come on, why are you including this one? Why would you include this one, Darziak? I need to get the editing notes on this puppy. Why is this here? like he's like going through hell. Did you purposely choose bad ones, Darziak? Hey, boy. Oh my God! Look at that one. Look at that one. Oh, this is when the weight loss picked up, guys. Remember he said the weight loss picked up in 2019? Here we go. Weight loss time. Hey, boy. Come on. Dude.
Peace out, my
Hey, July, there's your first shirt. That's the shirt that looks like the one Vikes gave me right there.
friends. Have a good one.
All right, have a good one. There you go. That's the video. All right, so we are going to stop it there. I will go to the night stream, though, because night stream had some fun stuff. But obviously, that was just... Then, guys, this is just the fucking tweets. There's also DMs, so we might be here for the next month. But we'll see. We will cover everything tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be robust, all right? So we are about... how far are we through the tweets alone? We are... okay. Not as far as I would have thought, to be honest, guys. I'll show you. I think the best way is to show you where my scroll baller is. So this is scary, actually. That being said, it'll be noon Eastern. Noon Eastern. Who knows how long it'll go? Right here. So it might be hard for you to see. But this is my whole. This is the whole window of scrollable area. Oh my God! I thought I thought this wasn't going to take that long. My thought was we'd go through these quick and then we get to the DMs, but we are right here. Right here. So, hope you enjoyed that because there'll be more of it later. War Dog Leader says the hand holding gets worse. Well, stay tuned for part 2. But okay, it is time for the night stream recap. All right, night stream recap. As you can see, not a great day. Day stream was the opening of the Pokemon cards, which the entire internet was making fun of. A lot of tweets about the Pokemon stuff yesterday. A lot of people having a lot of fun with that. But the night stream came, and how'd that go? Well, let's find out.
Basically, what we will do is moving forward, every time that we do a Pokemon stream of Pokemon, any Pokemon game, we're going to do a pack unpacking for free. We'll just do it, right?
Thank God.
As part of the stream, part of the event.
Okay.
Now, if people are generous, and I get a $50 contribution on any stream, and the person who contributed wants me to, will do a unpacking for that contribution.
Darziak. Yep, Darziak.
So tonight, if someone did a $50 tip or 10 gifted subs or a $50 super chat and said, let's do an unpacking, we will do one.
Okay.
In honor of that contribution. Okay? However, what we're going to do is we're going to save them up and do them at the end of the stream. That way we do them all at once, because I don't want to interrupt the gameplay and then do one, and then interrupt the gameplay, and then do one, and then interrupt the gameplay. You know what I mean? We want to play a good amount of gameplay first, and I'll save enough time at the end of the stream for unpackings if we haven't.
Please stop saying unpackings.
There is no drama with the Wheel Mercury plays. In fact, no one's even talking about Forza anymore. We took care of it last night. It's all good.
Okay.
There's no drama. It's done. 100%. People forgot all about it, just like I knew they would once I finally played Forza. It was all bullshit.
I guess we'll see about that.
Jaden, I will be having leg day with my new exercise machine. Of course, it won't just be leg day.
Why not?
I'll likely do the leg lifts, the leg. What do they call them? The pulls, because you go to both directions, right? So
that famous exercise. Well, leg lifts do exist, but not with the shape that he's the posing he just did. The leg lifts.
Likely do the leg lifts, the leg. What do they call them? The pulls when you
Leg pulls. Who among us doesn't love a good leg pull? Honestly.
you go do both directions, right? So I'll probably do one and that, and then probably 2 other exercises together. Usually I do
Leg lifts. When you say leg lifts, it instantly takes me right back to when in football practice, laying on the grass and doing leg lifts, and I could just—it's just such an ingrained memory. Wanted to die, but then I realized if this is another. I think you're learning about me how I like to get out of things. If you know where to line up, you can line up farther away from the coaches. So I would kind of make sure I position myself where I would be in the back, and then I would make sure that I can kind of rest my heels on the ground as I was doing it. It's a whole thing. I have a lot of strats. All right, let's go.
sets of 4 different exercises back to back to back to back. That's how I do it.
Back to back to back. They would still walk around though. So when they walk around, you got to pick them up. But you know.
So let's go. Tonight, let's get support for Saros. Let's beat World 5 in Saros tonight, for goodness sakes. And let's have some unpacking of cards at the end of the stream to end the week. That'd be amazing. That would be a perfect stream. If I beat World 5, we make great progress. We
get a lot of
great
money?
support, great engagement. We unpack cards. We smash it. We crush it to end the week. That's right. Let's go.
No. I was respected.
If we receive a $50 contribution before I start with gameplay, we'll do the unboxing right now. We'll get it done. I just want to throw that out there. We'll do it right now. Let's do it first before the gameplay.
Please. Quick.
Would actually be so right now if someone drops $50 as a super chat, 10 subs, okay, 17 memberships, all right, or a $50 tip, we'll do the unboxing right now.
Goals are back, baby. Come on. Yeah, they don't do Oklahomas anymore, which is the drill where you just basically bash into each other because it's giving people concussions. Back in my day, though, we still did it. But yeah.
Is this going to be the final Sorrow stream? I don't know. I hope not. Like, I've now put about 20 hours of gameplay in the Sorrows, and we're more than halfway through the game. The game has 9 worlds. This is World 5 we're going to probably beat tonight.
Okay.
So I wouldn't want to stop playing it now. But yeah, I want to do things on stream that people want. You know, so I have to wait and see that people still want this game. I'll be honest, last stream, it was actually down to the wire, not doing well. And then there was 2 tips that came through at the end that were big. And I was like, ooh, well, thank you for that.
Ooh,
so I don't know. You tell me.
I was like, ooh, thank you.
Is Sorrows continuing or not? Like, I want to keep playing it, but I can't make people like the game.
I was like, ooh, thank you. Ooh. What the fuck? Ooh.
So anyway, now to answer DSP #1 fan. So what machine did you get? I'm going to build it. I'm going to start using it. I hope it's good.
Oh, what machine?
I may, you know, film some stuff with it. I don't know. I'm undecided if I would film myself using it or just show pictures of it. But it was a pretty expensive, but not top of the line. Top of the line machines are insane. I was looking into this. Top of the line weight machines. I'm not kidding you. They cost like thousands and thousands of dollars. It's insane.
So yours was though $2,000 though, right?
Wasn't spending that much. Plus, here's the truth. The bigger ones, they won't fit in my house.
No, they won't fit in the nook that you've been reduced to because you had to make a second living room.
Measured my rooms and everything. I couldn't even fit the best exercise machines in my home. They're too big. So
in the nook, yes.
I had to go for one that's not bottom line. Absolutely.
You've seen his inside of his house. He has the biggest ceilings of all time downstairs. And he has normal ass size rooms in the other rooms. And he also has a garage. In the nook, they don't fit. Yeah, I agree with you there.
Absolutely not. It's kind of mid-range, okay? It's kind of a mid-range machine. It does up to 150 maximum pounds, which is better than what I have now, which is
150 maximum pounds? 150? He's got to be doing bench of 100. Hey, guys, let's do the bench. 150. Woo! 150? All right, boys, time for squats. 150. Come on. All right, guys, yeah, I'm done lifting. Time for deadlifts. 150. All right, boys, come on.
It does up to 150 maximum pounds, which is better than what I have now, which is Right now, my weights are 105 maxed. Each one is 52.5. Yes. So this is adding another 50 pounds of weight to that. But now I'm going to easily be able to swap between exercises, isolate the muscle groups, and change the weights, which
You can't do that with free weights, sir? The most versatile workout tool ever invented? The dumbbell? You couldn't isolate? Marketing shit works so fucking well with him, dude. Can you imagine? He has dumbbells. Yeah, you can't really isolate muscle groups with these puppies. These are too primitive. You need a $2,000 machine to isolate muscle groups, obviously. What? What are you talking about?
be able to swap between exercises, isolate the muscle groups, and change the weights, which I could not do with those free weights. That was the problem. I could not do that.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
These are too primitive. Fuck this. Can't isolate shit with these puppies.
Now I'll seriously be able to do all of this easily and get the exercise I want. So like one day I'll probably do arms and maybe shoulders.
I love when he does this.
I want. So like one day I'll probably do arms
Okay, so curls.
and maybe shoulders.
It looks like he's squatting here. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. Maybe he's talking about the press here.
And stomach. And
Maybe is that overhead press? Maybe.
one day I'll probably do arms
Yeah. Okay. That's
and maybe shoulders
okay. That's the overhead press. A little dented on the location, but it's fine.
and stomach. And then maybe another day I'll
Stomach.
do
Classic.
legs, 2 different leg exercises, right? And then maybe I'll do, I got to figure it out. This thing does like an insane amount of exercises.
Listen to this. It does 1,000 exercises, honey. Look at that. And if you see those machines, guys, some of those, they'll say they do 1,000 exercises, but sometimes it's like hooking your ankle up to something and then like doing like 10 different moves with that like one ankle hookup. So yeah, it does work. It is an exercise technically. But DSP will hear 1,000 exercises, honey. Check this out. Look.
An insane amount. So I just got to figure out which ones I want to do and what sets I want to do. How often? Do I want to do 3 days of all different exercises? Do I just want to do 2 days and alternate between the two? When is my day of rest? How many reps? What weight now? I don't even know. Because, like I said, with those free weights, basically it was too limited and I had to stop. I stopped doing certain exercises because it was too painstakingly time consuming to keep swapping the weight and trying to reconfigure the room to have room to do the exercise. Like, fuck it. I'll just wait till I get the weight machine and then I'll start doing these exercises. So now I'm going to get into it more seriously.
Classic move. Buy something and then stop, because once the thing comes, you can restart it. It's a great way for procrastinators, to like avoid things, is to do it like that. I've done it myself, not with that specifically, but you buy something. So yeah, when that comes, I'll do it. You know what I mean? I don't have to do it until then, though. Of course not. What's wrong? Rare Trick says, ALT was a place kicker, but back in 1410 they used human skulls. That's not true. I was a receiver, and I was the cornerback, and I was also the punt returner. And I returned a punt on the last game of my freshman year for the first touchdown. I was the first freshman to get a touchdown. Thank you, everybody. I'll take all the accolades you have. I was the first freshman to get a touchdown of the JV team. It was the last game of the season with the punt return. And I didn't have to die. It was the easiest punt return of my life. It bounced in front of me and bounced right to my stomach, and I didn't have to. The floodgates opened somehow, and I'll never forget it. But that was true.
Push day, pull day, rest.
I can show you a football picture too. I'll do that. I have one actually. I can show it to you for those doubting. I'll show it to you. I promise. Summer of ALT. Don't let me forget.
is that a routine? Push day, pull day, rest. No, really, what I'm happy about, I can finally work out my chest properly. Because with
you can't work out chest with dumbbells.
The free weights, you really can't, because number one, you can't even tell if you're doing it straight like you're supposed to be doing.
You can't tell if you're doing it straight?
I can't tell. Am I going too far up? Am I going too far down? Am I actually doing it
Use your eyes.
Chest level? And when you increase weight, it's hard to keep it. With this machine, all you can do is do it the right way.
If you have trouble keeping form, it's too heavy for you. Is a good word of wisdom.
Can't fuck it up. So every time I do my chest exercises, it's going to work properly. Like, yes, that's going to just be a huge improvement. And then again, I can actually increase weight and not worry that I'm going to get hurt, because I might, my arm gives out and now pulls my arm, or snaps, or it drops on my chest. I don't have to worry about any of that.
He is going to kill himself. Don't worry, honey. It's a machine. Yeah, load it up. This is easy. I maxed this one out. 150. He's going to snap himself into that thing.
That's tremendous to be able to have zero worry about risk, and you can just, you know,
Zero worry about risk?
push yourself. So I'm excited.
Zero worry about risk? Who gives a shit? It's a machine, honey. Throw me up there. Who gives a shit, honey? It's all safe.
So now it's official. All right. We are now going to start with the game. If anyone does a $50 contribution, whether it's
You
a
already
tip,
said this part.
whether it's a super chat, whether it's 10 subs,
You
whether
said
it's
this part.
5,000 kicks, whatever it may be. If they say, hey, I'd like you to, you know, to open a pack of Pokemon cards at the end of the stream, we'll do it. Okay? Okay.
You didn't say this part. You already said this part. You don't have to say it again, sir. ALT's, yeah, I could have gone pro. No, it was not that good. You know the truth. I played freshman year, junior year. Oh, no, freshman, sophomore. Junior year, I didn't play football. You know why? Because I had a girlfriend, and I wanted to spend more time with her. And then senior year, I went back. That's it. It wasn't that serious for me. It's so dumb when I look back on that. Why did I do that? That's so dumb. But it was worth it. I got many handholds out of that, dumb fucks.
I revive in order to have a chance.
Were you holding hands that much? No. So thank you.
I don't have this either. I'm definitely not going to beat it now. Yeah. I needed my revive in order to have a chance to beat it. Why are you guys doing this over on Kick? So I'm going to time you all out once, and if you do it again, I'm going to permanently ban you. This is your one and only warning. Stop it. Stop acting like assholes. Here. Enjoy your timeouts. There you go. Idiot spamming. Okay, good. Dummies.
That's when he started banning the Patricks. There was a lot of them.
Take a wild guess what Kick is doing. Same thing they always do. So now they're all timed out. They do it again, they're banned.
Thanks. Sorry. Sorry, Professor Burnell.
I am Soltari.
Hold on a second.
What are you looking at?
I was right.
Top right. Rare one.
My fan somehow reduced its speed even though I don't remember ever adjusting it. That's weird. All right, now I got it on medium. Okay.
That's weird. Exciting.
Oh. All right, so I already warned everyone. You're doing it again. So would you like me all to ban you all? I mean, what would you like me to do?
Sorry, Mr. Burnell.
I can only be so lenient, and I can't keep doing this all night. You're very obnoxious individuals over on Kick who are doing
Sorry,
it.
Mr. Burnell.
So I'm going to now time you all out again.
No.
And the next time that people are doing it, you're all banned. I'm warning you.
Chicky Chang Wang reel was just timed out.
Don't spam the chat with emotes. Stop it right now. It's your last chance to abide by the rules that have always been the rules. They haven't changed. All right? Okay. Last chance. Trying to be nice.
Oh, interesting. Big ups Jatu for sending this to me here. Look at this new thumbnail, guys. DSP finally crashes out and quits. Back to kiddie games. Good job owning the meme, man. This is going to get you a lot of views. And it's not cringe at all. That's the cool thing. It's very cool, actually, to say this. Awesome, man. This is going to get you so many troll views. It's awesome. This might top 400 views.
Pokemon Enjoyer 42 says how much to open Pokemon cards? A $50 contribution, whether it's a tip, a super chat, super sticker, 17 memberships. It has to be $50 a contribution, and then we will open a pack of cards at the end of the stream.
Darziak has tweeted. He said, I hid the money in the logs, but I did receive 1,184 pounds in total. So that's through the years of him working together with him. Oh, that wouldn't be hard to figure it out then, huh? Because we can, for years, dude, years. So that's over what? Because we started in 2022, so 4 years. Doesn't take much to figure out how much it was then. But there you go.
Because otherwise we wouldn't do it. I'm going to save them for Pokemon streams or for the new trading card sim game streams that I'm going to start doing next week as well. That's what I want to save it for.
Ah.
But if there's a big $50 contribution and someone says I want to unpack
And
one,
you have to subtract the money that Darziak gave him, so that's that's something.
that does suck. Oh, by the way, guys,
Uh-oh.
this guy's a fake account.
What?
This guy literally just created his account right now to do it.
You told
He's a
people to
fake.
do that.
So he's basically using a VPN to gift fake subs. So
You
you
told
guys who
people
just
to do
got him,
that.
enjoy your memberships on YouTube. He's a fake, and I'm gonna ban
Please support some other way, though. You got fake subs.
him right now.
Sandy Gina. Oh, you. I got your name. You sound like my friend Eaton Beaver. I love Eaton Beaver. Or my other friend, Drew P. Balls. Sandy Gina says, don't worry, honey. It's a machine. Load it up. Yeah. I could do more. I could do 40 pounds. It's a machine.
He's a fake. It sucks. What can you do? These idiots legit think that they're going to come on here and fake contributions to get me to open Pokemon cards. I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. Enjoy your ban. But if you did get a membership, that is a legit membership. You do get to keep it. I just basically don't get paid for it.
I don't get paid for it.
How much do I get from that? If it's Argentinian, I believe you get like a penny or like maybe 2 cents per membership. No lie. So I didn't even make $1 on that. It all depends. But if it's
I think it is fake, guys. He's not this good at acting.
Argentinian, it's pathetic. The audio's out of sync. Thank you so much.
He's not that good at acting. He's legitimately sad.
So it's not looking good for tonight, folks. I mean, honestly, it's not looking like we're going to have a good run here. It looks like we're going to have to do another run. So, and again, every time it's 20, 30 minutes for a run. So here we go with the way that these games fail. Is when they basically have so much wasted time. Now, the good news is, it's not necessarily wasted time.
The guy was in Raw Phil's chat afterwards anyway. There you go.
Right? Because I am going to get upgrades from this run. But still, do you want to see me do this whole thing 20, 30 minutes again? Of course you don't. I don't either, honestly. But I'm going to have to.
That's, yeah, it's a game. It's a game, sir.
I can't see. What the fuck? What was I supposed to do there? I can't fucking see. Are you kidding?
What can't you see?
Well, I'm not surviving this. This is complete fucking bullshit.
What can't you see?
Wow, what a joke. How do I fight when I can't fucking see anything? So I got see. I can't see. What the
You did the DSP strat. In this case, it wasn't backing up. It was running horizontally. Oh, what? Huh? What's going on here? Huh?
I can't see. What the fuck?
What?
What was I supposed to do there? I can't fucking see. Are you... Okay. All right, guys. We have the guy with his clone accounts. His sock account's coming back into the YouTube chat. If we have any moderators, please, if you could help tonight, I would appreciate it. I cannot moderate that guy when I'm playing this game. It's just not possible.
Oh, the Japanese name here says, I released my edge. That's what it says in Japanese. So there you go. I'm on to you. You can't hide from me with your filth.
Okay. Well, I tried. This guy's banned. Oh, that's not the right person.
Hello?
Okay. Those
Oh, he's
morons are
banning.
gone.
Banning. Those morons are gone.
All right. By the way, is the audio desynced at all?
Oh my god, how much
Why
has
is the
happened?
chat toxic on Kick? 'Cause it's a bunch of trolls. It always has been, for the most part. There's some people who are nice, but most people there are trolls from Kino Casino. Like, there's not much I can really do about that.
Oh, now calling them by name. Invoking the name of the casino. I wonder why he's doing that. It wouldn't be because you're so desperate for attention, right? That wouldn't be why you're just mentioning them out of the blue, huh? Don't call it.
Well,
They should just keep giving him nothing. That's what he wants for. Kino, please, I'm making fun of you guys. Don't you want to make fun of me? Look at me eating. It's disgusting.
it's time to split the part. Have we made it? Wait, did we make it to the checkpoint? I don't think we did. I think there's still more.
Okay, who cares?
Okay. I have to pee really bad. When I come back, it sure would be great to have some shout-outs to do.
Would be great.
Right now, tonight, support, not great at all.
Uh-oh.
And, yeah, it is what it is. I want to persevere through this game, but there's a whole lot of trolling going on, to be frank.
We need to get Tony the Tiger. It's an American thing with the, I don't know if that's all around the world, but Tony the Tiger with Frosted Flakes says, yes, beautiful. Chew has walked in. Oh, crap. Okay, yeah, I'm done. Wasn't finished right now. I can leave now, though, right? I thought I could still leave by 2. I'm leaving. Okay. We done in 7 minutes, beautiful. Then we're out the door. My beauty. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble, boys. I'm in trouble. All right, last one. Let's get into the wage quit, and then we'll be done, because I got to go. I thought I was good till 2. I was not. All right, here we go. Ready, go!
Yeah, I'll be honest, guys. I really do feel like the game has kind of run its course.
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean?
Uh-oh.
This same person tipped $2 to show me the wheel, and I'll tip $100. No, you won't. You're a liar. If you tip $100, I'll show you the wheel. That's how it works. You didn't do it the other night. You're not doing it tonight. You're a liar. Okay. So, folks, I am so exhausted with this game right now. And, again, it's not a bad game. The way I want to end this is to basically let you guys know I don't dislike the game.
But
it's just as good as Returnal, if not a little better. Okay? But I just don't see, like, I'm on World 5 and 9. There's 4 more to go after this, right? Arguably, it could be another 15 plus hours. Are you guys going to show up in another 2 weeks for more Sorrows?
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. It's awesome.
It's really the same thing over and over and over.
Oh, no.
You know? And to be honest, I am annoying. I am annoying. I agree there. I am annoying. But I am annoyed that you barely are seeing anything new, and the world is reused as well. You know what I'm saying? Everything reused. So, I don't know. I think we're done.
We're done. Fuck
Unless
this.
something really convinces me otherwise, I really feel like we're done.
What could that be, sir? What other thing that could convince you? What would that be?
You know what I mean? So, I hope you enjoyed Sorrows here on DSP Gaming. I'm pooped. Really, I'm just exhausted with the game overall. I'm not really in the mood to play it anymore. I think I'd like to move on and do other things. We got other games coming up. We got some other games we tried out that I actually want to start and see if they work in the rotation.
Okay.
So, I think we're done with Sorrows, guys. Okay? All right. Thank you for watching, Sorrows. I hope you enjoyed the run. To be honest, I don't think there's much more that we were going to see that was going to impress us regardless. You know what I mean? I
don't know if we were going to have something else to impress us.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it's all right. By the way, for the record, they are speculating this game has not done well sales-wise. Reason being, it's not anywhere on any charts. Meaning, it's not anywhere on any sales.
Whatever. We're done. That whole cope goes on for about 10 more minutes, but I do have to go, everybody. But that was a very, very fast 3 hours and 30 minutes, if you can believe it. So we will definitely be digging back into the DMs when time permits. We'll see about tomorrow night. Obviously, that being said, tomorrow at noon, all right? Tomorrow at noon. No pogs. No pogs. Canceled pogs. We'll play on Saturday night, I promise, all right? So, tomorrow, that being said, at noon. All right, and lore stream tonight. It might be more DMs. I'm kind of leaning that way, to be honest. But we'll see how that being said goes and what we feel then, all right? So, you're all fucking legends. Don't you forget it. And I will blame you guys for being late. So, Sir Cool Jerk says the Mark Dolan Show, ALT English Doppelganger. Last thing, fade away. Mark Dolan Show. Mark Dolan! Nah, he's cool. He's too cool. This is not me. I'll show you, though. Mark Dolan! He's cooler than me. All right. No outro. That could be my brother. All right, bye, everybody. You're all legends. No outro. Bye!